so hurry to follow.
Hey, we're live. Yeah. Say hi, everybody. So we were all just talking behind the scenes, and we're thrilled to see everybody there in chat and seeing everybody say hello. Thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to the Games Tavern. If this is your first time watching the Games Tavern, thank you for being here. If you have Amazon Prime, you can use your free Prime Gaming subscription to subscribe to the channel. It's free and it supports the show, and we'd love to see you support the show and hang out with us some more because we really love you guys in chat so much. So, real quick round table, starting with Josh, or not Josh, James. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. I'd like you guys to just introduce yourselves as your characters. Give a quick 10-second description of your character, and I'll just call you out, and you guys can rotate from there. So, starting with you, James, go ahead.
I am Abalaba Adden, the warlock with a genie in my pocket.
And what do you look like?
Short, tawny skin with a face tattoo.
Okay. Laura.
I am Aaron Shadowlight, the half-elven Way of Mercy monk. You see me in dark clothing, dark blue cloak, silver eyes, and my face painted black and gold to look like an owl.
Pretty cool, actually. Unstable Dragon.
All right, Unstable Dragon playing Link Surefoot, the arcane trickster rogue halfling. About 3 feet tall, messy brown hair, a robe that seems to change whenever I will it to, wearing dark studded leather armor.
Alrighty, and Matt.
Hello, I'm Matt Fellman. I am playing Roman Lumitar, the human variant Psy Warrior fighter. He's blind, but very capable. So he's looking to help out.
Alfonso.
Oh, you're muted.
Push to talk.
Push to talk, buddy.
Don't forget to push to talk. There you go.
Yeah, hi, I'm Alfonso. I'll be playing Lucas Zartan, the debonair swashbuckler. Tall, tan, his canines are gold capped. So,
That's awesome, man.
So dreamy.
Yeah, I think me and Matt are over here having a moment listening to this intro.
How do you dress?
If you look close enough, he looks like a pirate, but at the same time he doesn't look like a pirate. But you can swear he can be a pirate.
Okay, Yar.
Now I got "You Are a Pirate" stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You're a pirate.
Vince.
Hi, I'm GM Vin. I am playing Helvin Groshna. I am a grave cleric of Lathander. I came to Mulmaster to try and rebuild the temple here, but I can't seem to hold on to my money. There's so many people in need in this town.
There's a lot of need in Mulmaster.
No.
So the last few days have been amazing. You guys found yourselves, after just coming back from escorting one of the Thayan wizards at a noble's request to the Thayan embassy, and fending her off and protecting her from what appears to be a demon summoning gone wrong by an alchemist who, well, probably was up to no good. The Thayan wizard leaned forward and quietly whispered to you that there were strange, nefarious things afoot in the dark city of Mulmaster, the city of danger. And as she left and walked in without another word, you all went back to the noble's house and were paid handsomely. You served another couple days for the rest of that noble's party, and then promptly were thanked for your services, paid your remaining 30 gold, which you can add now, and sent on your way. You finally got your first long day off since you've been working nonstop for the last 10 days. You've talked a little bit here and there. You've gotten to know the town a little better from inside the walls for a change. And for the first time, as you're sitting down to breakfast, a strange letter appears, inviting you by courier to the Theater of the Stars, a well-known theater that's open air to the top, that came directly from one of the cloaks of Mulmaster. They're, well, a little bit excited to meet you, and, well, possibly discussing potential employment. A Mel Parvone, the wizard, has personally invited you. Anything you want to discuss just before you go? Because from this point, it's about evening time. You're finishing off your early dinner or your late lunch, and it's actually not raining. It hasn't rained for the last 2 days, so it's been kind of nice out.
Have we
How
heard
many
of
days
this?
is it? Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, have we ever heard of this Mel Parvone before in dealings?
None of you have. I mean, you don't know many of the cloaks by name. You just know what they look like. If you ask around a little bit, you find out, yeah, he's a well-known member of the cloaks. Interestingly though, as you guys come across this, you are handed the opportunity to take a look at a document.
Ho, ho, ho.
You guys, as you step out to look around and get your bearings again, you guys notice that one of the news criers in town has essentially, offers the regular one-sheet news out there, and you guys immediately scoop it up for the 2 copper that it is. And from there, if you go to document 1, Mulmaster Herald, you'll see there's a few different things in there. It's interesting, a trader cloak was killed, apparently. A place known as a trader cloak is killed is one of the headlines. A man falls into the sky. Pickpockets are plaguing the city. The High Blade has made a ruling on towers and their height. Some sort of advertisement for mastering the power of flight. And, of course, an advertisement for the very play that you're in right now, To Harp at Twilight. Storm Silverhand's acclaimed play, Come to Mulmaster. Tonight only at the Theater of Stars, Midnight Lane. Tickets 1 silver piece per person. Your tickets, on the other hand, are free. Arranged entirely by this cloak. Box seats as well. What a treat. So, making your way to the Theater of the Stars, is there anything you want to talk about on your way in? You get just a few moments.
Oh, do you think we should dress up at all?
I don't have anything else.
Well, we just got paid, so we can certainly.
It says come as you are.
Oh, all right.
I guess that answers that.
Adventurers wanted.
Oh, should we dress up like adventurers then?
So I kind of grab my cloak, kind of tug on it a little bit, and it turns into a really elaborate white cloak with gold trim around it.
Okay. Your cloak is elaborate indeed, sir.
Hailvin sees this and tries to tug on the sleeves of his too short jacket. So, I think I'm gonna stand out a little bit.
It's all good, my friend. All good.
I have a concerned look on my face as they're chuckling and looking at the cloaks and such.
Okay.
Don't worry, Rowan, you look great.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what's their angle here. Why invite us to this?
Yeah, I'm a little
I agree.
concerned.
Well, making your way up to the front grand entry to the Theater of the Stars, you each hand over your invitations, and you are escorted neatly up the side stairs and into the theater, into the middle box itself, on one side. The Theater of the Stars stands open to the night sky. Its wooden stage juts into the crowd, surrounded by thatched grandstands. Torch embers spin off into the darkness overhead. The crescent moon begins to hang in a tapestry of stars above. Mel Parvone are Mel Parvone of the Cloaks. If you can impress him in an interview, the Brotherhood has promised you a lucrative contract. The ushers lead you down a long hall to the theater's private boxes where you meet the black-robed mage in person. Mel's eyes sparkle with interest as he greets you. His more than youthful gaze looks upon you, but you can see the crow's feet at the edges of his eyes that do portray his age. He's probably in his late 30s. Still strong, still vibrant, but definitely has seen much. On the stage below, minstrels dressed as stars and moons cavort around a pageant wagon, decked in flowers. He says, "Please come, sit. Make yourselves at home."
Oh, I haven't seen this play.
Yes. And as the harp at twilight, it's delighted audiences for centuries. Its ballads tell how the twin goddesses Saloon and Shar made the world and how their feuds gave birth to the sun, the moon, and magic. Throughout the play, you are hearing the various different minstrels cavorting around, and at some point you guys are seeing what looks to be a moon and a sun beginning to dance quietly to lyre and lute music being played in unison.
So, at some point during this performance, I will lean over to Abalaba and say, "This play is great, but shouldn't you be talking to the wizard?"
Oh, right.
What bitter sorrow cast down the moon and plucks sweetly the diamonds from the neck of night? One of the minstrels says.
Maybe say something smart about the play. Maybe he'll like that.
Please, just to make sure I have everyone's understanding, could you introduce yourselves? Just go around and let me know.
I nudge Abalaba.
Hello, I'm Abalab Adden, and I am most pleased to be of your service. I have a certain amount of magical knowledge and skill with these blades and sling.
And if I could ask, could you tell me what your background is?
Procurement of difficult to obtain items.
Very subtle. I like it. Next, who else do we have here today?
Well, my friend, I am Link Surefoot, and I bow to him with my hands out wide.
Link Surefoot. What's been your greatest accomplishment so far?
Oh, acquisitions.
You're all about the acquisitions, I take it.
I'm good at acquisitions.
Are you an acquisitions adventuring company, I wonder? And you, miss?
Well, my name is Iron Shadowlight, and I follow the way of mercy as a monk.
And what are your specialist skills, if I may ask?
Healing as one way of mercy, death as another way of mercy.
I see. Very interesting. And you with the cloth over your eyes.
And I'll nod. Rowan Lumitar. A skilled fencer and skilled in the art of seeing that level that people that often overlook.
I see. And what are your aspirations?
Well, my aspirations are to get back to Flan and free it from the cruel dragon and his cult that have taken over it.
I see.
But unfortunately, that'll take some time. In the meantime, just making a living, helping my friend here, Link. When he can't acquire things, sometimes a little pressure must be applied. I'm here to apply that pressure.
I see. Well, that is noble of you, I guess. And you, with the tusks.
I'm Helvrin. I'm a healer. I help my friends. That's me.
I see. And why should the cloaks hire you?
I look frantically around at them and it's like, we're a package deal.
Oh yeah, we need him.
Right.
Public relations.
And then you are reminded, by his reaction that in most cases, the orc and half-orc population are only just barely tolerated. And that was only thanks to the actions of the Zentarum over time. Which, for their benefit, thankfully, has been useful to the rest of the population that have been around for that. Let's see here. And last but not least, you.
We saved the best for last, no?
Okay, please.
My name is Lucas Zartan. I am. What you see is what you get.
I see. And what I see is another adventurer. What makes you different from all the others that we see?
I am somewhat known as a finder, a scavenger, or maybe even a scout.
I see. And he turns to Roan and says, and what is all of your connection to the cults of demons?
What?
And at that point, he produces a parchment from the cloak and begins to show it to you with a variety of adventurers' names on it. And your names, for some reason, were circled. You see some other handwriting. There's blood on the note. And there's some other writing in a different ink and handwriting that talks about some of the other adventurers, and it shows that all of them have left. But you 6, are still here.
As he holds it up to me and he shows me the paper, I'll say, sounds like a piece of paper.
Yeah, he is not wrong.
I'll go Link. You may want to take a look at that.
Oh, right, I forgot. I'm sorry. Nonetheless.
It's all right. I understand. I get it a lot.
He was checking to make sure you weren't faking. That's a good check.
Yes, very, very droll. And I look at the paper. It's got our names on it for some reason, along with others.
Just a moment, and you see him. Adjust his robe slightly, lean forward, and give a quick nod. And from the opposite of the grandstands, you see the opposite boxes. Figures from every box emerge, carrying heavy crossbows, pointed in your direction.
No, that's not no, hold on. That's not necessary.
I'll ask the questions here. Thank you very much.
Helvrin ducks to the ground and covers his
Sergeant
head.
Callaghan over there has orders to fire at the first sign of treachery. You should consider your answer to my next question carefully. Why were your names found on the body of a cultist of demons?
A mystery to be sure. However, let me pose this to you. Perhaps our names are on that paper because we pose the greatest risk to this cult of demons.
Yeah, I like that answer.
Yeah, that sounds great. I like that.
Suddenly, darkness envelops you.
Oh,
Oh no!
You
I
hear
can't
a
see!
loud
Oh, wait.
thump. Parzovan screams.
oh.
There is a
Now-
loud sound like beating wings.
What do
You hear
I
Mel's
Oh,
As
that's not good.
his cries ascend into the air above you as the darkness continues to envelop all of you. And then you hear and then something heavy smashes into the benches. The darkness lifts. The wizard lies sprawled dead at your feet, his neck broken. His falls toppled a nearby brazier, and hungry flames are now licking up the curtains. And you hear the panic as people scream, looking up and pointing at you. The crossbowmen opposite are tightening the grip on their weapons, and you hear one shout, "They've murdered the cloak! Kill them!"
Oh,
You hear
boy.
the sounds of mechanical triggers just before crossbolts slam into the woodwork around you. Roll for initiative, everyone.
Oh boy, here we go.
While we're rolling, during that, as soon as the chaos started, once it got dark, what do I see? Like that comes into my 10-foot radius where he was standing, I assume.
You felt the presence of the wizard get yanked off his feet and pulled upward in the darkness. You heard the sounds that I described, and then you heard and felt the as the body fell.
Could I get any indication of what the creature was that came within that area?
All you know is you heard beating wings.
Okay. All right.
I got a 21 on initiative.
You got a 21 on initiative. Okay. Hold on one second. Hold on to those for one moment.
Okay.
I'm bringing something up here. I want to make sure it's set right. Okay. If you go to the area called Theater of the Stars,
Got it.
Battle Map 1, you guys will see that. And you see where your 6 of you are, along with the now dead wizard, who is no longer with you.
Quick question. Us halfling members of the group, how are we height-wise with the edge of the box?
Oh, you can see over the box,
Okay.
and there's benches and stuff there, but you are not in the box. So, but even more importantly, what you also now know is that, well, there are now guards galore, and you are hearing the sound of guards stomping up stairways behind you, as well as other guards now setting their next round of crossbolts into their weapons. None of you luckily have been shot. However, I need everyone to make a perception check for me really quick.
Okay. Quick question. Is there a crowd below us?
There is.
Of people? Okay.
There's an entire audience full of people. You could easily jump down, and if you don't break your knee, or slide down any of those ropes with decorations, and
Okay.
easily get down there should you wish to do that.
How far down is it?
Say again?
So how far down is it?
It's about 15 feet down.
Okay.
What did everyone get on their perception?
12.
Okay.
21.
You spot
16.
16? Who got a 16?
I did.
Row.
It'd be
And a
21?
21?
Hearing based.
Yes.
Laura, you look up to see the darkness cause the stars to wink out as a circle of darkness moves off through the sky, heading to the northeast. James, or excuse me, yeah, James, you find a parchment has also fallen from Mel's robes.
Ooh.
You don't have time to read it, but you're welcome to scoop it up if you wish.
I will.
Okay. The City Watch
What-
appears to be firing first, and they're not asking questions right now.
Well,
What are you doing?
I got a 28 on my initiative roll.
On your initiative order? All right, you're going
Holy
first, Roan.
cow.
Roman doesn't mess around.
No kidding.
Is it Rowan or Roman?
Rowan.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Did I say Roman?
I don't know. There's the speakers a little bit.
All right, gentlemen. Roan, what are you doing?
All right. I take a moment for so on the stage. Is that wagon with live donkeys or horses, or is it
Mm.
just?
There are 2 donkeys, but it's on a stage.
Okay. This may sound like a crazy idea, but I think it might work. And I'll grab the rope here,
Mm-hmm.
and then slide down, like put my sword in its sheath, and then slide down towards the stage.
Make a athletics check.
Athletics. 20.
20. You easily slide down and make it to the stage. No cross bolts hit you on the way down, although 2 are fired at you. Okay. Who got below a 28? Who
I had a
closest?
21.
I did.
All of us.
All right.
16.
I had a 21 on
Excuse
initiative.
me. Aaron.
I think I may be the lowest though.
You got a 10, so you're not
I
lower
had,
than me.
I had
Second
a
lowest.
21.
Who got a 21? Is that higher
I
than
did.
Aaron?
21.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Abba, what are you doing? You scooped up the parchment?
I grab the parchment. I see that the brazier has fallen over.
It's already set
and-
fire to the curtain.
Yep, I would like to use my decanter of endless water and say, oh, we're going to get a fountain on that there. Don't need that.
So your action is to put out the fire.
Correct.
Okay. So you spritz the fire. Alrighty.
5 gallons of water.
All right. The fire is easily taken out. Who's after 21?
I got a 19.
All right. Aaron, you got a 21?
16.
16. Okay. Sorry. For some reason, I thought you said 21. All right. Alfonso.
I am going to follow Rowan down the rope.
All right.
With
Make your
us.
athletics check.
Make it look good.
Can I make an acrobatics check?
Nope. You were making an athletics check. If you were tightrope walking it down, I would give you an acrobatics check.
Next time.
Mm-hmm.
15.
15. You do make it. You do stumble a little bit. You can put yourself right on that corner of the stage there, and that will be your best bet. One second here.
Hilvrin watches these athletic feats with a look of horror on his face.
All right. Who's after Alfonso?
So I had a 12.
So I think it's me.
Okay. Laura.
I
Sure.
do want to tightrope walk down the rope.
Alrighty.
Do it.
You're gonna run tightrope walk down that thing. Okay.
I
Here we
am.
go.
Make sure you throw your hands behind you when you're running
Oh
down the
my
tightrope.
Oh.
Going for practicality, not style. Thank you. Acrobatics.
Yep.
17.
17. Okay, you do manage to make it down there. You slip at some point, catch the rope, and quickly move the rest of the way down. Tightrope walking down these things is not an easy task, to say the least. Somehow you made it, though, with all the grace that you have. I need both Lucas, Zartan, and I need Aaron's characters now on the stage, please.
Yes.
All right, Unstable Dragon.
Okay.
You got this.
I am going to follow suit, and I am going to attempt to run down this rope as well.
You're gonna run down the rope.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be a 23 acrobatics.
You not only run down the rope, you do a little bit of like a drop, a one-arm tug, a swing around once, and then drop to the stage beautifully, actually landing on the wagon itself with some air on it. So you can land right in the bed of the wagon if you wish. You're crushing a bunch of flowers in the process, but you don't really care at this point.
When you land, I look over at you and say, "What kept you?"
Helverin, what is
Good
your
style.
Okay, just so you know, Reed, we have 2 Hailvrens on this map. I look over at Abalaba, and I'm like, I think they left us on our own. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stand by until Abalaba makes a move to get out of here.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Alrighty. The sound of heavy boots gets closer and closer. You hear screams as people are running through the downstairs. You're hearing people screaming about fires as another brazier has been knocked over as the crowd rushes, and another curtain has caught fire on the opposite side.
Okay.
At this time, those of you on the stage attempting to escape, you're being shot at by crossbows from the upper area. 2 miss, 3 miss. However, a 4th one is a natural 20, and I'm going to see which of you 4 it's going to be. Okay, that would be Link. You were taking the hit, and you take 10 hit points of damage as a crossbolt slams into your body.
Ouch.
May I deflect it?
No. Can you deflect
Alright.
stuff not aimed at you?
It's a good question. No, I can't.
All right.
It's a good spirit, though.
You're hearing shouts down the hall. Freeze! Don't move! Weapons down! It is now Rowan's turn.
All right, I will jump up onto the driver's position of the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Say, if you'd want to ride out of here, you better get in. Let's go, gentlemen!
Working on it!
Are you readying an action or anything else?
Yeah, I'm readying to basically and take off with the cart, doing a Dukes of Hazzard style right off the stage into the open area as the crowd is starting to part.
Okay.
I'm gonna be heading for that door to the end of the arena. Oops,
The one you're gonna have to push through the crowd?
Yep.
Okay. I wish you luck. All right. Abba, what are you doing?
All right. So I say, hey, Avrin, we gotta get moving. I'm going to give us some cover. And so I crouch down out of view of the guards, and I'm going to cast Fog Cloud to give us a little bit of cover. And then I want to climb down to the floor.
I think that's your action. Though.
Yeah. You're gonna have to take an action to get on that rope and get out, or you can cast a spell. You cannot do both.
Can I use my movement to jump down?
You're gonna jump down 15 feet into a crowd of people?
Yep. With Fog Cloud.
Okay, so you cast Fog Cloud and jump down. Alrighty. Go for it.
All right. Do you want me to roll something for jumping?
Yes, I want you to roll an athletics check at disadvantage.
Okie dokie.
Fortune favors the bold.
Actually, I'll even give you acrobatics as an option as well.
Acrobatics is better. Right, so the first one is a 12. The second one is a 6.
Okay. You slam down into the floor hard. You don't know if you've broken your leg or your ankle, but you're at half movement for foreseeable future.
That's not good.
Okay. Place yourself appropriately on the
right.
map there.
Do I take any damage?
Oh yeah, you do. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as well.
Okay. But I'm in a fog cloud.
Yeah.
Am I in a fog cloud, or did you take that with you?
No, it's around you as well.
Okay.
Lucas, what are you doing?
I want to go towards the wagon and take up around the back to make sure everybody gets in before I jump in.
You're gonna make sure everyone else jumps in before you get in.
Yeah.
So what is it you're actually doing?
Oh, I'm ready in an action, so I'll just.
You'll jump in after you see everybody else get in?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Aaron. You guys are sitting ducks right now. You're doing nothing else. But I like that you're doing this. You're not firing back. You're being very smart about this.
Did I see
Slowly puts the bow
fog
away.
At least I am assuming I can see the fog cloud.
You see the fog cloud up in the interview box, yeah, as suddenly this fog rolls through the box and down the hallway where several sets of heavy.
I'm hoping
boots
it
and
looks like I put
yelling
the
is-
fire out and there's just like a bunch of steam and smoke billowing out of where the fire was.
Does she see the sack of potatoes that falls from the
Oh, God.
I was going to ask if I heard Abba fall.
You guys saw him fall. You saw,
Saw
him
him.
jump, kind of go. "Ah!" Other people are screaming and getting away from him because whatever's going on, they don't want anything to do with it.
All right. Seeing that, I'm going to hop off the stage and run over to him.
Okay, that's 5 feet per box there.
Right.
So how much distance do you have for that?
That's 25 feet. I have a walking speed of 40.
Okay.
So
so
I
scooping him up and helping him move.
yes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a key point and use Step of the Wind to bring him back.
I don't know that allows you to bring someone else with you at the same speed.
At the same speed. Well,
Yeah. You're,
Would
you're
it be
now,
half
you're now,
speed?
You're now encumbered. I'll give you half movement to get that far back. Yeah, to move that far. But then that counts as James's movement as well.
okay. Well, at half movement, that'll get us right to the edge of the stage.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Aaron.
Yep, come on.
Link, what are you doing?
Okay, seeing this is going completely sideways, Link's gonna look up at that center balcony on the right, and I'm gonna kind of conceal myself while I'm doing it. But I'm gonna pull out a little pinch of sand, and I'm gonna cast sleep right up on that center balcony.
What's the range of the sleep?
90 feet. It should be within range. And then it's a 20-foot radius.
All right, I'll give it to you. Go for it.
Okay. So that is. So it's 20 hit points worth.
Okay. You notice one crossbowman drops immediately. Another one is kind of shaking something off, and you see him get. You see another person who's in the middle go over and say, "Hey, what's going on with you?" And starts grabbing him and shaking him violently.
Keeps him busy. That's okay. That's what
Nice
we need.
job.
All right.
Do I need to roll to see if I was able to conceal it?
Yes, you do. Slide a hand, please.
It's going to be a 28.
Okay. Helverin.
All right, so Halvrin takes advantage, seeing Abalaba jump, goes and tries to do like a over the top, like hand over hand crawl down the rope. My question is, being a 250-pound orc in armor, does the half orc, does the rope like start to sag?
The rope sagged every time somebody got on it, regardless.
Okay. So I'm just gonna like try and crawl like maybe out to the middle until it like sags enough where he can drop to the ground.
Make an athletics check. You're
Alrighty.
in armor? What kind of armor?
I am in. Let me check for you real quick. Scale mail, medium armor.
Make it at disadvantage.
You got this.
Take it back. You said it was athletics check?
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. Looks like you're gonna get a 7 from me, buddy.
So you get on the rope and you start going down, and then you're suddenly whoa.
Yep.
Woof, and you make a dexterity check immediately.
Okay. Dex check. 10.
You find yourself now hanging with two arms, not quite at the sag point.
Okay.
You are now hand over handing to get down. You make it halfway to the halfway point on that rope, and you drop, and that's the extent of your movement.
Okay.
Crossbolts start raining down from above.
Worked out exactly as planned.
Hold on a minute here. Does a 12 hit you, Abba?
12? No.
Okay. Does a 11 hit you, Link?
No.
Does a 18 hit you, Helverin?
If he wants to hit me, he has to make a wisdom saving throw first.
Why?
Because
Sanctuary.
I cast Sanctuary.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Nice.
Good use of Sanctuary. What's the DC?
14.
He misses. Boom, boom.
He just feels bad about shooting at you while you're hanging there like.
Two more. One completely misses. And Roan does a 14 hit you.
A 14 will just hit me.
Okay. You take 9 hit points of damage as a bolt slams into your body.
Okay.
Oh, well, that does not look too good.
You hear shouts, "They've jumped out of the box!" And you're hearing stomping now turning around and coming back down the stairs the other way as the guards have figured out that you're no longer in the box.
Our time is vastly coming to an end here. We should hustle up, please. As I'm like pulling the bolt out of my side and throwing it.
Okay, so
Get
with
the cart
guards now
going.
turning around, running back down towards you from the upper deck where you were, that were now pursuing you from behind, or now behind you from a different angle, and now with at least 5 crossbolts being fired on you on a consistent basis. Concentrate fire! Get the driver! Is what you hear next.
Okay.
Don't let them out with that wagon! You see people dressed as stars, moons, and suns on the stage, running, and fall down, and little legs are wiggling up in the air, and just, save me! Save me! And people are screaming that much more. They shot the moon! You're hearing some of the crowd say, not realizing that no one's been shot, but they're just seeing things, and you know how that goes. So, Roan, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kind of, let's see, 5, 10. So I can sense that Aaron is there. The only one I cannot sense is Halvrin. I can hear him off that way, making
You can hear the breathing
noises.
for sure.
So I'm gonna start the cart, and I'm gonna kind of angle it. I'm gonna drive it off so that it's heading towards towards where I kind of hear his breath. I'm going to need some guidance, sir, to Link behind me. I'm heading this way, but I'm gonna need some taps to let me know which way to go.
I got you.
So, and then I'll
Okay.
Nothing like a blind driver.
I was gonna say, Roan's driving the cart?
Dukes of Hazzard style off this thing.
Alright, so
Yep.
you've already started the cart moving.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna need you to make a animal handling check. Do you have proficiency with animal handling?
I do.
Do you have proficiency with land vehicle navigation?
I do.
Oh,
That's amazing. Make your proficiency check DC 15 to launch the donkeys and the wagon off the stage.
Amazing.
Okay, so it's going to be this plus 3. What's my proficiency? Our
I
proficiency.
remember the land vehicle thing coming up during character creation.
Plus
Amazing. That always works out.
All right, so 16, 17, 18 total.
18 total. You do manage to... And they jump, and the wagon falls with them, and you hear more screams as people are diving out of the way. Your wagon is now jumped down the stage. However, you manage with... Lucas, you weren't on the wagon. You were waiting for other people to get on, right?
Oh yeah, I was right next to it. Yeah.
So,
But he was holding his action to jump on.
But he was
So-
holding his action to jump on after everyone else was on.
That's true.
So
So you might want to hustle.
the only two people on the wagon are Roan and Link.
How far did they get?
They jumped the stage and have landed. That's going to be as far
Okay.
as they get this turn.
Okay.
But next turn, they're moving max rate. So
Sure.
They'll probably be at the doorway by the next turn.
So I would say like right here, I'm at the driver, so the cart's behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Oh,
Okay. There you go. There's your wagon.
And just move it to the back layer, or just down a layer.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
chat, don't be shocked. There's going to be a wagon when you see the map again.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I just don't want him to be surprised.
I'll let you guys handle what we do with that. I gotta handle
Right.
the actual
Sure.
thing, so if you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
can handle that while we do that.
So
the
I'm
wagon is now- Go ahead.
as I'm driving, I'm just kind of like I'm just tilting my head, trying to listen for people screaming, and I'm relying on Link to let me know.
Okay. And Link is on the wagon, letting you know. This is hilarious. I can't believe you did this. This is amazing.
It's always a good time when you hear those words.
You're
from the
hearing
DM.
you're hearing a very angry person from above saying, "Shoot them! Don't let them out!" All right, Abo, you are now being helped by your friend Aaron. What are you
Yep.
doing?
Is it possible for me to hobble over and hop into the wagon?
Hobble over, yes. Hop in, athletics check, because you're now jumping into a moving wagon.
Okay. All right. Well, if I feel like my leg is not up to hopping into the moving wagon, what I'll say is, "Oh, Aaron, my poor leg. Could you please toss me?" And I sort of wink at her, and then I.
You're
use a
doing all
bon-
this in a few seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
I use a bonus action to cast Misty Step and Misty Step into the wagon.
Oh, genius! All right, place yourself into the wagon, good sir.
Yes, sir. All right.
That's pretty cool. Bonus action in. Does that allow you to move anyone else?
Unfortunately, not. It's just me.
Okay. All right. Lucas, seeing your friends have now jumped off the wagon, and you're looking behind, going, "Hey, wait a minute! What are you doing? You gonna run and leap off the stage onto the back of the wagon, or?"
Most definitely. I'm trying to jump in the back of the wagon.
All right, make
please.
that athletics check. Let's see if you make it.
Or do a somersault.
$13.
13. You unfortunately don't make it into the wagon, but you do grab the back end of it, and you're holding on for dear life.
This works.
Okay, place yourself appropriately.
This is fine.
Aaron, what are you doing?
Is it possible for me to grab the edge of the wagon as it goes past and haul myself in, or do I need to jump
Absolutely.
in?
You do it. As a matter of fact, you do it with no problems. Your
All
athletic
right.
skills perfectly. As a monk, you are like, boom, boom. You're in it. You're too close, and you have all the movement in the world. You can easily do this one for you.
I'm gonna start doing flips. That's why I'm messing on. I'm messing up. I'm gonna start doing flips.
I gotta add some more flair to this. Yeah.
I'm not playing it right. I got you.
Link, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna move towards the front of the cart, closer to Rowan.
Uh-huh.
And as I do that, I'm gonna concealing it again. I'm actually gonna cast Minor Illusion towards the base of the stairs where the people were running back down.
Mm-hmm. Which
And I'm gonna try
stairs?
the one
In the top left.
Yeah, top left.
Okay.
And I'm gonna create illusion of a feral cat. Just
Like
kind
a
of
feral
growling.
tabby cat or a lion?
No, like a lion.
Okay.
This
This is minor illusion you're using?
Yes, yeah.
What's the
So
range
it doesn't
of
make
minor
it
illusion, just to make sure.
30 feet.
Okay.
So
you're
as far
casting-
out, yep. So as far out as I can get it
I'll
towards
just
those
use this
stairs.
marker right here to represent your lion.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Rowan, forward and a little bit to the left.
Aye, aye.
And then I'm going to take my bonus action to kind of duck underneath, kind of hide within the cart a little bit.
Okay.
Give myself
So
some.
you're hunkering
Go.
down a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And Helverin, you have.
Yeah. So
You're like, there goes my
You are
ride.
about to get left, brother. So you
no,
gotta
no.
figure
So,
out what you're
so
doing
I'm
here.
I'm gonna drop from my position.
You do manage to make that reasonably okay.
Yeah. So I will come running up to the cart. And so here's my question. The cart has landed on the ground, right?
Mhm.
It is about to take off.
It is not about to take off. It is already taking off. Like
Okay,
the
in
landing
that
is
case-
just part of a constant flow of movement. The only thing that slowed is the draft horses or the donkeys had to get their feet out from under them as they're moving as quickly as possible. But at
Okay.
this point, it's only if you guys don't get out of here in the next turn or so, you are done. You're stuck.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
gonna-
yeah.
You're going to be in a fight for your lives. And
So
probably
here-
pokey.
Here's my thought, and if this doesn't work, you guys can leave me for dead. It's okay. So I go sprinting towards the cart. 15. So 20 feet should put me about here. And I try to latch on to the side of the donkeys and like swing myself up. And as I do so, I'm like calling like, whoa now, whoa, it's okay, sorry. As I'm trying to pull myself up.
Okay. Actually, you're more than able to make that check, even in your armor at this point. You're not doing something too terribly difficult. You make it
Okay.
into you make it right up in there, and you're good to go.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right.
And then once I've
Another-
sensed that everybody's around, I'll really open up and
Okay.
full speed it.
Good to know. Let's see here. Oh, shit.
For reference, I'm prone in the cart.
For reference, you are prone in the cart. Okay, so you've Misty stepped right into a prone position.
Yep.
That's good to know. Prone is really useful when so the reason that prone gives you bonuses to or a disadvantage to be hit is because you are laying down when someone's at the same level. When someone's above you firing down, that really isn't what it's intended to do. That's not really going to help you as much. But irrelevant to that, it looks like there's 4 potential hits here. I need to know, does a 12 hit you, Alfonso?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Does a 17 hit you, Helverin?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. 4. Misses. Okay. Does an 18 hit you, Unstable Dragon?
Yes, it does.
Okay. In which case you now take 8 points of piercing damage as a crossbolt slams into you. And finally, Roan, does a 18 hit you?
Absolutely.
Okay, and you take 6 points as a crossbolt grazes your shoulder. Painfully. Stupidly.
Link, I don't sense Lucas.
And I
is he
did-
around?
Do an intel check on behalf of the the people there, they did not decide to shoot the donkeys. So, you guys are Link? Link. You're looking behind you as you see guards running out, and then they stop cold and are looking at what looks to be a fierce lion roaring at them. Aaron, you look to start to see guards coming from behind some curtains in the front, and it looks like they're getting into position to possibly run and try to stop you as you're leaving from the wagon. Okay.
Quickly.
You can move at top speed. However, I'm going to need you to make a land vehicle navigation test to move every 30 feet, because are you also trying not to trample people that are innocent?
Yes.
And you're not able to really see?
I can see when they're 10 feet in front of me.
And the person who's seeing for you is saying they're now, hunkered down and not looking so well?
No, Link. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
So, I'm
That's
going to
all
need you to do it for every 30 feet that you move, but you can do
Okay.
the 30 feet twice. So, the first 30 feet, I need you to make a land vehicle navigation check.
All right, what's that based off of again?
Your land vehicle navigation?
Yeah, hang on, I'm
Tell you.
checking. Looking here, hang on.
That should be based off of your
Probably Dex.
animal handling. No,
Oh,
not
okay.
Dex, not Dex. Whatever animal handling is under.
Animal handling. I got
Wisdom.
it.
It's going to be
Okay.
off wisdom and
My
proficiency
animal
bonus.
handling. All right. So
In your
here's.
case, +4 and +2, so +6 to your roll.
All right. So 16.
16. You do manage to make it the first 30 feet without any problems.
All right.
So you can go ahead and shift everybody on the wagon for you.
All right. I went to go highlight everybody and grab the whole map. So I shifted the whole map. Hang on.
All right. While he's doing that, and he moves the next 30 feet, Abba, be ready to decide what you're going to do next. And then after that, Lucas, decide what you're going to do next as well. So the wagon moves 30 feet, 5 feet per section. Boom. Okay. Great. And now make another check for the next 30 feet. You see people diving out of the way. The donkeys are, and they're not.
And I'm whipping. I'm like, out of the way, please. Please excuse us. Coming through. All right. Second.
You're hearing the mechanical triggers releasing as and then the quick as people are winding the cranks back on these heavy crossbows. There are heavy bolts slamming into the cart as you're going.
All right. My second check is 13.
13. Unfortunately, you only move at half rate. A very portly gentleman is unable to move, and he's like, I'm not able to, and he's just having some trouble getting out of the way.
The Prometheus
he's probably
School of
older
Running.
as well. Everything that could possibly go wrong for this gentleman is going wrong for him to get out of the way, and you have to shift and slow down to avoid running him down. So you
All right,
move
so-
at half rate.
So 5, 10.
15.
Hang on, wait. I want to go. I'll lean towards this side. 5, 10, 15. All right. I'll roll that way.
Okay. All right.
You still holding on back there, Lucas?
Just so everybody else can see what's going on. So the wagon has managed to avoid slamming into the brazier right in front of it, as well as some of the people there. Abba, what are you doing next?
I'm just sort of along for the ride. Abba will come up next to Roan and say, hey, sir, we really need you to move. Get out of the way.
It's too late.
I've already deviated around
Yeah,
to try and get around them.
Then I'll just, since I see that Link has hunkered down, I will act as Rowan's eyes and be like, to the right, a little bit to the right.
Okay, so are you and Link both now providing directions?
Well, I heard that Link was.
So you've gotten up. You're no longer prone?
Yeah,
He's looking for the details.
Okay. Okay, so you've gotten up and you're like, to the right, to the right. All right. So Link is hunkered down. You've gotten up. You're providing some direction as well. All right. Lucas.
I would like to attempt to flip into the cart, please. Hanging on for their life is not too great.
Okay, so being dragged from behind, you're attempting to flip into the cart as you've been dragged at least 45 feet or further.
I want to try to lift myself and place a foothold on the back of the cart and try to kick off and flip in.
Tripod in. Okay. Make a athletics check.
$18.
18. You managed to get into the wagon with style. You roll in. You're kind of a hot mess. The one benefit you had of being on the back is it was harder to hit you with crossbolts, but now you're in the wagon. Good to know. Aaron.
I would like to edge up a bit closer to Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use a key point to reach out and touch his shoulder and cast Hand of Healing.
Hand of Healing. Okay.
Yes.
When you put your hand on me, he like jumps like, no.
Easy. You need to survive your driving. So you heal for 4 points.
Oh, excellent.
4 points. Every
I
point
let out
counts.
I let out a very satisfied sigh. It's like, oh, thank you, my dear.
Is there anything else you're doing, Aaron?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Link.
Okay, so Link's gonna kind of I'm gonna pop my head up a little bit real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and concealing it, I'm gonna go ahead and recast Minor Illusion again.
Okay,
And-
if you do that, your first one will disappear.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay.
So, and I'm gonna cast it in front of as far towards the guards at the bottom as I can get. The
What are you
ones on the
casting?
bottom left. Same, Minor Illusion, same thing. Another lion.
So you cast it right there?
Yes.
Okay, so right there in the bottom left-hand corner, you make a lion spring in. It just appears there. Okay?
Yep.
I'm going to be honest. A lion suddenly appearing right in front of them, it's gonna go interesting. We'll see how it goes.
Mhm.
All right.
And then, so for us to take a potion that we have, is it an action or bonus action?
That is a bonus action if it's your own.
So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my potions of healing that I got, and I'm gonna down it.
You're going to drink it? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm hurting pretty bad right now.
All right. Hilverin, what are you doing?
All right. Aaron, you kind of took the words right out of my mouth. So instead of healing Rowan, I'm gonna take out my little mirror and I'm gonna adjust it and I'm gonna recast Sanctuary on Rowan as
Okay.
my bonus action. And then here's a question. So having cast that on him, then lean down to check on Abalaba and their messed up leg.
Okay, so your ability to cast that spell, even as a bonus action, and then turn around and do that, that spell is a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your action. Turning around, you're checking on Abba to make sure Abba's okay? Okay?
Yeah. I guess my question is, can I make a medicine check or anything to see if I can heal his leg?
You can do a cursory medicine check. Remember, you're doing this under duress on a moving wagon while being shot at after doing a bonus action to cast a quick spell on someone else as well. So
I take great pride in my abilities as a healer.
yes, yes. Well, I mean, if anyone can triage, it's you, good sir.
I got a 22.
Well, you definitely know that his leg will be okay, but he's
All right.
going to need to ice it pretty soon, or at least get something done to him that's going to just
Okay.
basically kick him back up.
But it's not broken. You're gonna be fine.
Oh, good.
All right.
That's it for me.
And with that, here comes the rain as more crossbolts come in. Does a 12 hit you on Link?
No, it does not.
Okay. Does a 12 hit you, Vent? Or excuse me,
No.
Hilverin?
No.
Okay. Does a 19 hit you, Abba?
Yep.
Okay.
Good news, your leg it's gonna be fine.
Except the bad news is he just
that
took
crossbow.
a crossbolt to the leg, 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh no!
And then the other two miss and land
Oh,
almost
that's great,
hitting.
Halvin.
And Elvarin takes one to the leg, one goes right between his legs, right by his crotch, and then another one slams into the wagon, just barely missing Lucas. You guys, here's your shot. Roan, make your first land navigation check. Wisdom, proficiency bonus, +6 to your roll. Are you going to get out of this?
Ooh, so that's 11. Hang on, 11, 12, 13. 13.
13, half movement, my friend. However, the crowds are panicking because they're all running to the same exit that you are now driving a donkey cart to.
That's fine. I'm like, nope. Oh, somebody's in the way. So hang on, 5, 10, 15.
Got a big cheer from the real Taco Turtle.
20.
500 bits.
I saw that.
Ooh,
Thanks for the
nice.
Taco Turtle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna put it here, but it's more angled, like going in diagonally. You know, not like gonna slam into this wall here.
Okay.
This crowd is irksome. Move, people!
All right, your second check.
All right. Boop. Ooh, that's much better. 22.
22, you managed to move the remaining 30 feet.
Right on out the
Which
door.
should take you right out the door.
It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Right out the door. Whee!
Okay.
Cardinal.
Getting outside the theater, you see that in addition to everybody running out of the theater, the streets are busy with evening revelers as people are out having a good time. One thing about this town is it may be a hard life, but they take their partying seriously. The warm city streets are definitely crazy with people and foot traffic, and you hear whistles of the city watch starting to shriek into the night. From somewhere behind, you hear that same sergeant screaming out orders to shut down the surrounding streets. From all directions, you hear the sound of watchmen whistling whistles in return, locking down the district.
Oh boy.
Hey,
We're only going to get so far in this cart. We should get some side streets and try and get out by foot. What?
we should go to the Timoran mission. They'll give us shelter.
Oh, excellent. Which way?
So taking a look at your map that you have handy, which you should see on Scene Center 1, and now the audience is taking a look at that same map. You guys just left the Theater of the Stars, which is located right about, we'll just make a little magic circle right here for you, everybody to see. Theater of the Stars is located right about here, so that everyone can see it. That's the Theater of the Stars. Where is the Timoran mission?
It's right next door.
It's right
Right
down the
there.
street. You really want to be seen running to the Timoran mission right away?
Well, I mean, I know that's where they'll help us.
Let's head down to the Zent
Right
Ghetto.
now, you are wanted criminals. Now, you are in hot pursuit. I'm just gonna spell it out for you. The Timoran mission is too close and too hot.
Okay.
Even you, with a wisdom check of DC 1, okay? That's all you need. You beat a 1, you roll a 1 or better, and you'll know that that is probably not a good idea to get to that mission. Maybe you can come back to it later when the heat's not so heavy, but running right across kitty corner to that, probably not your best choice right now.
I have an idea. Oh, what were you going to say?
Do we know of anywhere else that's safe?
I may have a place that's safe for us.
You have 6 seconds to make a total decision as a party.
I am heading straight down the street I'm heading for the Zent Ghetto.
Okay, so you're going down Midnight Lane, just so you know what street you're on.
Yep.
Okay, you're on Midnight Lane.
Let me
you're
know when
heading
we come
down
to
toward the Zent Ghettos. Okay?
Fortune Street.
The Zent Ghettos are inside the alleyways between those two areas.
Yep.
And those are basically going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? those are going to be essentially shanties built into the inside of those areas. All right.
Yep.
So, all right, hold on a second here. All right. Okay.
So when
you are on a donkey cart, still driving it. All
Yep.
right. So you're moving as fast as you can. All right. Here's the thing. You know that you are in serious trouble.
Yep, I have a plan.
Okay. So
as we get to Fortune Street,
let me give you just
okay,
a
go
little
ahead.
bit more that may be important. Okay. You
All right,
are hearing the whistles from all over the place right now. It is
Mm-hmm.
hard to determine where the guards are, or more importantly, where they aren't right now. They typically move in patrols of 4 to 6. However, the groups that were coming after you were obviously in groups of like 9 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
They were ready for you there. As you get away from the theater, you're hearing people moving about. You are running by. Now, the guards who are chasing don't know who they're chasing yet, necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in the theater. So just
Okay.
be aware. But that won't last for long.
All right. As soon as we can get to the Zent Ghetto, I'm going to get to sections where refugees are that are mixed in with the Zent Ghetto, because that's where they got shoved. And then I'm going to use my folk hero feature, Rustic Hospitality, which allows me to find a place to hide, rest, and recuperate among the commoners there that know me, unless I've shown myself a danger to them. So we're just gonna
you're ditching the donkey cart.
Yep, we're gonna as soon as we get to the ghetto side streets, pull into one of the just side alleys, pile out, and then say, "Follow me," and then I will start moving down the streets.
So the cart's going to be left right there.
Well, actually, I wanted to say something.
Go ahead.
As we all hop off, I also have proficiency with vehicles. so as we all hop off, I just give the donkeys a good slap, trying to encourage them to run off. I don't care what direction they go in.
Make a animal handling check with
With pleasure.
Nice.
With advantage, you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna need it. All right. 21.
Good thing with advantage.
Slap it hard,
Yeah.
and they buckle on down and they continue on down what's left of the street there, and continue on out of sight as you guys duck into the alleyway. I believe. Let me make sure.
So
that- go ahead.
as that cart is taken off, I'm going to use minor illusion to create an image of Rowan still sitting in the seat driving the cart.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Concealing the casting, of course.
Not only that, but Link, you know your way around here too. Roan,
Yep.
and even Abba knows
Yes.
this particular area very, very well. Between the three of you and the remainder of the party is easily also taken in. You guys are pulled into some dark alleys where you get to get some respite, and almost as if healthily and happily, rain begins to start to pour down.
Oh,
The
that
sound
was
of
a close one.
Of the city erupts around you with the rain. You're still hearing the shrill whistles in the distance, and you're hearing definitely people making decisions. You have whatever you have around you. What are you looking for?
I would imagine like a shop owner or something, like a flan shop owner that has taken up, and see if we can hide in his basement, at least until the heat dies down.
Yeah, you managed to actually get into a couple different spaces where you're walked through some different tight alleys, and then you're led. There's no flan basement. You're in shantytown that are built onto the backs of other people's houses.
Okay, so just in some shanty.
Yeah,
in the back.
That's all you get. I mean, you can possibly go into the sewers again if you're really feeling feisty, but
As we get to a shanty place, I say, and this is using my criminal background, criminal contacts. I would like to possibly see if I can track down someone who can maybe guide us to a sewer passage.
you're not there yet. Right now, you are in the first few moments. We'll get you there. Don't worry.
Okay, got it.
There's some other things you guys need to figure out.
Got it.
You are taking your breath. You've
Yes.
just gotten your first moment.
Say, did anybody scoop up that paper that he was showing us?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Let's perhaps we should take a look at that while we rest.
We're not resting here, are we?
Just until the search spreads out past our area.
Is there anything else you want to go over? Perhaps something you scooped up?
Right. Yeah, that's what he was talking about. The parchment.
No,
Yes.
he was talking about the list.
Oh,
Because Roan wouldn't know about the parchment that you scooped
Oh,
I didn't see the
I
parchment.
see. Gotcha.
A happy accident, though.
And so Roan mentions the name with the list on it. I'm like, oh, I thought you meant this thing here that fell out of Mel's cloak when he collapsed.
what was it? I
I
kind of
haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Saved it from the fire.
well, please
All right.
open
so
it up. Let's see.
I sort of hurriedly, with a wince to my leg, open it up, see what it is.
It appears to be a city watch report. If you take a look at document 3, which will show the audience right now as well, you will see that the city watch report is there. Okay. It talks about Sergeant Klugen's watch report. It talks about some of the various things that they've found. It's very, straightforward and to the point in what would be the natural style of the City Watch.
Did anybody get a good look at what was attacking the wizard?
No, it is very
No.
dark.
Couldn't see
Yes.
anything.
I do know that it took off to the northeast in
Oh,
the air.
So it's very important that you read through these documents.
Yeah.
The watchman in charge, Sergeant Callaghan, acting on orders of the Brotherhood of the Cloak, my forces executed a midnight raid on Drakewood's Arcana. Our orders were to arrest the proprietor for questioning and search his premises for evidence of spying. Drakewood resisted arrest and was shot dead by Corporal Rugar Swellride. The watch officer has been disciplined accordingly. A search of the premises uncovered the following notables. An unfinished letter to an unknown party incriminating Drakewood in cult activity. Article 1 left on site. A list of names since identified as adventurers for hire. Article 2 enclosed, which you also have now. A copy of the Mulmaster Herald with an advertisement for a local inventor circled. Article 3 forwarded to headquarters. A set of 3 keys, 2 identified as front and back doors to premises. Third key unknown. Article 4 on site.
Has anyone ever heard of this Drake Woods Arcana place?
What's a
Is that
wisdom
where the
check?
demons?
wisdoms.
I got a 4 appropriately.
15.
And
7.
8.
Roan can't read the paper,
Yes, well.
so
I figure as you're reading it,
you
somebody's
guys
reading
just
it.
saw something about Trader Cloak killed,
Yep.
and you mentioned you saw the first 2 lines, something about the city has raided Drakewood's Arcana. There is an article on the Mulmaster Herald that you also saw that talked about that as well.
Right. So, with Rowan's 15, I asked if he heard of Drake Woods Arcana before, and nothing.
None of you have heard of it before. It's not,
Okay.
not something you
All right.
guys would know.
Okay.
It's you can read that article where it says the city has raided Drakewood's Arcana, a local purveyor of wizardly goods, residents of Fireball Alley awoke last night to find fierce shouting and the crack of magic spells. The shop's owner, Morsis Drakewood, died resisting arrest. The cloaks confirmed Drakewood was a low-ranking member of their brotherhood. Sergeant Kalugan of the City Watch executed the raid with their full approval. Rumors that Drakewood was connected to a spate of cultism afflicting our city were neither confirmed nor denied. Sergeant Kalugan stated that the raid was uncovered many promising leads for the City Watch to pursue. The search of the premises is ongoing. Abba, can you make a intelligence check for me?
Yes, I can. Ooh. That's a 5.
5. You're not sure, but you think that the sergeant that was yelling, to shoot you guys and the one in charge from the people firing crossbolts at you was Sergeant Kalugan.
Well,
You recognize them from, he's the person in charge of this particular area of town.
I think that guy who was ordering everyone to shoot at us was Sergeant Kalugan.
Did you not say when you read that report that they were left on site? The key was left on site, you said?
That's what it says.
Perhaps we should go down to this Darkwoods Arcana and check it out.
Well, there's also the mention there of an inventor, and I think that's also on the broadsheet.
It is. There's an inventor. There is. It says, "Master the power of flight. Dream of soaring like a bird." The famed inventor. It says name here. Looks for assistance to aid him in his workshop. Good pay, danger expected. Come to 14 Cold Harbor Lane. Interesting. There's also apparently man falls into sky, pickpockets Blake City, and high blade rules on towers. So very interesting lot of fairly.
Did Rowan communicate what he sensed when the creature killed the wizard?
Well, I can. So when he was being attacked, you all could not see anything?
No.
No, nothing at all.
All of you noticed it sounded like
Wings flapping.
Right.
the beating of very large wings.
And
Some
we have
sort of-
an inventor who wants to make people fly.
And a man who fell into the sky.
Some interesting things of note. Also, he was accusing us of being members of a demon cult. Could it have been a demonic presence?
Well, we had those demons attack us the other day.
Indeed. Surely
None
there
of
are
them
some
are
with
flying.
wings. But surely there's some with wings that could fly.
Yes, but those demons also weren't alone. This thing was by itself,
As far as we could tell.
as far as we can tell, yes.
Someone comes in to the hovel where you're hiding and says, "I'm sorry, I don't mean to be trouble, but I can tell you right now that you've got about 15 minutes before they start ransacking these hovels. You know how they
Okay.
go.
Indeed.
They're not going to be too risky. They don't really like coming in here, but they are going to poke around in the alleys. As long as you stay in here, you'll be all right. But you can't stay here forever."
Indeed. And we appreciate your hospitality, and we will clear out before they make trouble for you.
Well, keep safe. Keep safe.
You as well.
He steps back out.
If
I grab my cloak and change it to a solid black.
Okay. So much for the white and gold filigree.
Yep.
So now, essentially falsely accused of murder, on the run from the City Watch, and with clues from what apparently are the Mulmaster Herald, 2 documents you pulled from the wizard. What are you going to do next?
do we looking to go to this place on Fireball Alley?
I think that would be our first good bet to stop and get maybe some clues.
Okay. Well, I might know some people who know some things about moving unseen out of the Watch's eye.
We should be careful because it looks like they're still investigating the premises. The cloaks may still be there.
I was about to
Maybe.
say,
maybe we should go to the Troglov Square. It's a little bit further away from the theater. Maybe we can get some information on this guy who got dragged away.
What say you, Lucas? You've been awful quiet.
Maybe we should see what's on Fireball Alley.
How are all of you? How are all of you? Have you been hurt?
Oh, yeah, I got this arrow in my leg.
Let me take care of that.
Yes,
Oh,
perhaps we
sure,
should
appreciate it.
take the last few minutes and bandage yourselves up.
I am fine. And then I lift my hawk up like Sherry gets a little wet, but I am all right.
The thing you have working in your favor right now is it is nighttime.
I will do. Can I fix Abba's leg with a cure wounds?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that then. I will kneel down, check out his leg, and with a surprisingly gentle touch, Hailvern heals you for 9 HP and fixes your leg.
Oh, thank you, Hailvern.
You feel a warm, pleasant feeling enter your leg as you feel what may be bruising immediately leave. The tenderness and the wincing pain that you felt as you would take steps is now gone.
Oh, give a little hop step. Like, good as new.
Don't make me do that too often. I prefer when you're unconscious.
Unconscious? Oh, man.
I also look over everyone and try to help tend wounds where I can.
I could definitely use a little more of that healing magics that you have. That helped out immensely.
I certainly could as well. Still got
you
a
guys
few
gonna make
arrows
this a
stuck in me.
heal-a-thon, or what are you guys doing here?
Benevolent DM, could I seek out someone in Zent Alley, perhaps who I have had dealings with in the past, who might be able to show us the way to Fireball Alley unseen by the Watch?
Sure.
I will.
You know a guy named Oscar.
Does he live in a trash can?
No.
I will accompany Abba unless they don't want a giant.
Oh,
orc
he's a
following
bit
them.
jumpy. Let me talk to him first.
Fair.
Oscar Taza. Or Tarza. And as he sees you come down the alley, you approach him, and he says, "So, are all the blades black?"
Oh, only the blackest.
Except when they're covered in blood. Come on in. he says, "Come into my office," and he steps you into a nook that is literally an alley that's just barely covered, between basic, hovels that are only just barely standing.
Hey, so me and my friends here, we're doing a bit of investigation into some of these troubles in the city with these and I sort of give a quick look around just to make sure no one's listening in. And just say the demons.
And he looks at you and goes, "I don't know anything about any demons."
Oh, of course you don't.
Hold on. What I do know is, right now, you are under investigation for the murder of a cloak. You're on fire. You're too hot.
I didn't do that.
Well, I'm sure you didn't, but right now all of the watch think you are.
Well, the great thing is, I just want to disappear down a sewer drain. So if you can show me a sewer drain to drain down, it'd be great.
You want to go into the sewers for what purpose?
We just need to get over to Fireball Alley and find some more clues, clear us up.
Look, it's nighttime right now, and it's raining hard. Most of them don't know what you look like very well. You can take the sewers, but right now the sewers are going to be full of well, sewage and rain, and they're going to be unusually high. That is not usually a good idea. On the other hand, I think if you move quickly and quietly and you avoid the guards, you'll be all right for at least a little while. Just don't do things to continue to piss them off, and the heat will stay light. But if you keep getting spotted, well, the heat will only get worse and worse. Right now, they're just locking down the district. They're starting to patrol areas. They've avoided most of the, our ghetto area, but, they'll come around eventually.
Have they distributed a description of the group?
Two half pints, an ugly half orc, and a few other people.
All right. Might be able to do something with that. Change the numbers.
Right. How do you want us to try to do that?
Oh, no. Just useful information for our group.
Okay. What's this about demons?
You didn't read the broadsheet. Demon cult. Building up.
Demon cult. In the broadsheet, and he pulls it from his arm, and he goes, I don't see anything here about demons. I just see stuff about cults.
Now you got to read between the lines. They want to cover it up.
Well, nothing would surprise me. That's the best I can do. I can't get you anywhere. You're too hot.
I appreciate.
If
I
I was
appreciate
to
the
move you right
information.
now and get caught, it would bring down everything we've put the last 4 years to get together on.
Oh, I don't want you to do that. But I appreciate the information. It'll help us change the numbers.
Do you guys need to change your clothes?
Oh well, I suppose if you had a little something in the big cloak size for a half orc.
Where are you guys at?
Or over in the shanties.
How far down? Which one?
Do I know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell him.
I
You pointed out to him? All right. Well, I'll have a trunk delivered in just a few minutes.
okay.
Go make yourself scarce.
Okay then. Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Thank you.
I was getting nervous. I was like, oh!
No. So, Abba trusts him implicitly.
Oh no.
All right. So you guys scramble back to your location.
Yeah, I come back and like, listen, everyone. My buddy Oscar Tarza, he's gonna set us up with some keen outfits to change our look, and we'll be right as rain that's falling right now. Now, clever thing, this. I have a little trick I can do where I hide in my little bottle here, and so that way they'll be looking for 6 people, two halflings. But there'll only be 5 people walking around.
That's very handy. Is it dry in there? Can we all get in?
Unfortunately, no. My benefactor only really likes me, so
Understandable.
Well, a few moments later, there's a light tap. The person who owns the chain says, "Hey, there's a guy here for you. He's got a trunk."
oh, that'll be my friend Oscar.
All right, I'll let him in. And a few moments later, you see Oscar with 2 other people carrying a large trunk with them come in. They drop it down and say, "All right, well, we do have some ladies' clothes too. Didn't expect you, but glad you're here. Anyway, you find most of what you need in there. It's not great, it's not bad, it's average. Take a look." You guys throw open the trunk, and there is a change of clothes for clothing. It's the same quality of everything you guys pretty much own. It's just different colors, different styles. A little bit more fur trimmed. If you're not from here, there's a lot more fur trimmed, so it's local garb for the most part, which tends to have browns, greens, golds, and fur trim. So for those that want to, not a requirement, you can change your clothes quickly, grab a couple hats to cover your heads if you want to.
Yes, being bald and ugly, according to the DM. I'll look for a hat and a jacket with longer sleeves.
Hey man, don't get mad at what they say. This is not the DM talking. That was them.
Okay, sure. Don't hate the player, hate the role play. Okay.
Yeah.
I walk up to Oscar and palm 10 gold coins into his hand and say, I appreciate it, friend.
Oh. I appreciate it too. You're putting your other clothes back in here, right? Your old clothes?
Oh, I don't need a change. Thank you, though. Just my friends.
Are they putting their clothes back in here? Their other clothes? Or are they keeping
yeah.
their old clothes? I just need to know. I mean, thanks for the 10 gold. We'll definitely take it. But...
I'd prefer to keep my clothes. That way I have a second set just in case.
Yeah. Helvrin clutches his Lathander jacket very tightly.
I keep mine.
Slick members only Lathander jacket. Yeah.
I'll be keeping my old clothes as well.
I do clean my face off.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. I see you're. So that's what you look like under there. That's working for you. It's working for you. It's not the gold stuff that was there before, but yeah, that'll help you blend in because that makeup was definitely individualistic and really easy to see.
Can I get an insight on him? Just hearing him out.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty solid. He's a longtime contact of
10.
It's impossible to read this guy.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything off him.
So from there, he closes the trunk. He says, "All right, well, good luck. Don't see me for a few days, okay?"
Oh, for sure.
With pleasure.
Well, he's charming.
Indeed.
He's a bit of a grouch, but you know. And I turned to Havren and I'm like, all right, so I'm going to go in my bottle. If you can just hang on to it.
Yeah, I would assume this is a old routine.
I don't do it that often.
Okay, well, either way, I'll
Yep.
take the bottle from you.
So I bring out this bottle. It's like this nice cerulean bottle. It's got these crazy patterns on it. And I use an action to use bottled respite.
Okay, so what does that do for you?
I magically vanish and enter the vessel. It remains where I left. I can remain inside the vessel for up to 4 hours. I can exit the vessel early if I want to, using a bonus action to leave, if I die, or if the vessel is destroyed.
Are you aware of anything happening outside of the vessel?
Yes, I can hear what is going on outside of the vessel.
You can hear it, but you can't see anything.
I will double check, but I believe that is the case.
Okay.
Once he goes in, I say to Helver, is he in there? Can you see him? Is he little?
No. Well, I didn't know you could do that.
All right. Cool. That's what you hear, maybe? I don't know. All right. So what are you doing next?
I say we use the cover of darkness in this rain and make our way over to Fireball Island. Fireball Island.
Fireball Island!
That's a whole different game. Fireball Alley.
Fireball Alley.
All right.
So moving down Fireball Alley. Let's see where that is on the map there. Fireball Alley. Okay. Here's what I need you guys to do. Hold on 1 second here. I have to... here we go. Ooh. So,
Ugh.
where is Edward right now?
Oh, back at the shrine.
You never took him with you. Okay. All right. So Edward is not with you. That's good to know.
Mhm.
All right. At some point, you guys are making your way back down to Fireball Alley. You are going to, as you cross from the ghettos, you cross Fortune Street, and you start moving back down Black Cat Alley. But just before you get to Black Cat Alley, around the corner, you happen to see a group of 6 guards, 2 mastiffs, and Sergeant Kalugan. And Sergeant Kalugan is there, and you hear him shouting, "I need this district locked down now! Search every hovel and stop every pedestrian. I want these scum brought in, dead or alive. Now hurry it up!" And he storms off. Make a stealth check, everyone. Group stealth check.
Oh no.
Now I
All
don't
right, it's group.
roll anything, right? Because I'm in the bottle.
It's quiet out, so there are people on the streets, but not a lot.
Rolled a nat 20, 23. I gotcha.
18.
22 for me.
19 for me.
It's a 6 for Halbrand.
Okay. So Helvern says, "Hey, you guys want to check out my tin can and rocks collection?" Ka-dunk, 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 ka-dunk. And you guys are like, shh, shh. No, not right now. Not right now.
Don't
Your
step on
average
that.
was high enough to beat the guards who, coincidentally, started walking in the opposite direction, chasing down some young revelers who were like shooting and hollering. There's at least 8 of them, but the guards are chasing them down. They're like, what? And you see 2 mastiffs start barking like crazy toward those people, and you guys continue across the street in the shadows.
Go.
The rain starts to let up for the night. As you guys are now going down Fireball Alley, turning down from Black Cat Alley, you take a long look. And as you look down, you see that there are... you see the front door of the place about 3 doors down, and you see what looks like 2 guards standing outside.
In front of Fireball Alley, you said?
In front of Drakewood's Arcana,
Okay,
which has a
okay.
sign dangling from a post sticking out of the side of the building. Lamplight spills from the shop windows. The front door, however, is like blown off its hinges, and a crooked sign with a pseudo dragon wrapped around a wizard's hat and a pair of guards standing out front. They're leaning against the porch, watching some pigeons pick at what looks to be a dead alley cat.
It's just those 2.
Just those
We don't
two.
see anything else.
No.
Uh,
As you're looking around, also you see that there's an alleyway to get on both sides of this building, and that's what you see.
Okay, is it still raining?
Nope, the rain just stopped. I did mention that.
Okay, all right. So I will open up my cloak and let my hawk fly out.
Okay, you open up your cloak, and a large hawk comes out, and everyone's like, "Whoa! You had a bird in your cloak this whole time?"
You mentioned her
raining.
a little bit earlier.
You think
Yeah, it
that's
was
something
a
you
young
could have
way.
mentioned to me?
Pocket bird.
Can't let her come out in the rain.
Pocket bird.
Okay.
I'll turn to Lucas and I'll say to them, how about we sneak up and take care of the guards?
Wait, Link? You're
That's what I
Lucas.
said. I am
Oh.
Lucas.
Yeah, you said Lucas.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
after I say that to Lucas, I turn to Link and say, hey,
Well,
where'd you live?
I reach under my cloak and I pull Kodo out and I say I could just send him in first.
Why don't the 2 of you go up and scout out the back? See if maybe we can slip in the back way?
This works.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
sure.
shouldn't stay on the street too long.
Right now, you're standing kind of in a pulled-in area between 2 buildings in the shadows, but you don't know how much more time you've got before guards start coming down the road. You could duck
I'm
into
watching.
the back alleys and try to approach the place from behind on the back alleys, or you could attempt to take out and dispatch 2 guards in the main street there.
I'd rather
night.
try the back.
Yeah, I like the back door better.
Yes.
See. I slink the door.
Okay.
Why don't the two of you go first, up ahead a little, and we'll follow up behind you. That way, if something's back there, you can give us a high sign before then.
Sounds good to me. Ready, my friend?
As to you.
Okay.
Okay.
So Link and Lucas are going around back?
Yes.
Okay. Ducking into a back alley, you guys wind up in back. If you could take a look at Battle Map 2 of Drakewood's Arcana.
Oh.
You should see the two guards in the front there, and you have managed to get around to the back. So, the rest of the party is further back down. I'm going to use I'll use the Mastiff just as a marker. Further back down this alley in the back there. Okay? Not on the map yet.
Mm-hmm.
They can hear, they can see, but you guys got to decide what are you going to do next. So you're at the back door. There's no windows really at the back, at least on this level. You can see light spilling out the other sides there, and at the top windows. What are you doing now?
I want to kind of listen at the door and see if I can hear any kind of movement inside.
Okay, make a perception check.
It's going to be 17.
17. It sounds quiet.
I don't hear anybody on the inside. Think we should try to go in?
Yes, let's try to sneak in.
So
Okay. How are you going to sneak in? How are you doing this? So
I'll pick
you're at a back door.
Yep.
And what are you going to do there?
picking a lock.
Okay. Who's going to pick the lock?
So maybe, because I've had experience with this before, maybe we should back away from the door a little bit and I can pick it from a distance.
Okay. How are you intending to do that?
So I'm going to back up and cast my mage hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my mage hand with my thieves' tools to go ahead and attempt to pick the lock on the door.
Okay. Go for it.
It's going to be a 27.
27. The lock does pop. Ka-chunk. It's a heavy, well-made lock, but you were able to pick it remotely. And the door is now unlocked, it feels like. It's not open, it's unlocked.
Okay, my friend, after you.
I quietly open the door.
Okay.
Slightly.
All right. You open the door and you see what looks to be a storeroom. You see paint pots, buckets, bolts of cloth in this narrow storeroom. A large wardrobe rests against one wall. That's really what you see.
All right, I slowly walk in and gesture to Link to follow me.
Okay.
Okay, yes, I come in slowly behind him.
All right. Please update accordingly. So that you two are now in the building, by yourselves in this building. Okay. Again, you see buckets, boxes, a large wardrobe up against one room. What are you looking for?
I want to listen out for any movement in any of the adjoining rooms. See if anybody else is in this building.
Make a perception check.
That's a 1.
1.
I've gone deaf.
You hear, scraping and stuff like that from elsewhere in the building, but you're not sure from where. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what else are you gonna try?
Lucas, what you got?
I want to approach the door, the closest door, and peek out to see if I can see or hear anything.
So as you get further in, past the wardrobe, you do manage to, you do manage to see another door on the other side of the darker room. Now this room is lit by what appears to be a lantern, but there's not a lot else in this room to help you figure out what's up. So, there's a room, there's like I said, a lantern across the way, but you can see the door further into the building. What are you going to do now?
I gesture to Link and tell him to check that door out.
Okay. So, go ahead and I'll move down to this door
Okay.
and kind of listen in at the door for what's on the other side.
Okay, make a perception check.
8.
You don't hear anything on the other side of the door, but you do hear what sounds like a thump. Like something dropped that was heavy from above you.
I'm going to turn to Lucas. I'm going to kind of point up without actually saying anything.
Okay. What's the rest of the party doing? You're standing in an alleyway by yourselves.
I would imagine we're a little ways down from the back where they went in, and I imagine Laura, you would be Aaron would be first, and I'm kind of like relying on you to be the eyes on what's going on.
That works.
and Halver is probably behind me, watching our flank.
Yeah, Halvern would be watching the flank, particularly look. Halvern tends to get distracted by beggars quite often.
I'm
Halvern's-
hunting on pillows.
Yeah, Halvern's probably tossed out a couple of gold at this point.
And I'll lean towards Aaron and say, have we gotten a high sign from them yet? Or
Not so far.
Okay.
what do you think? Should we go in or wait until we get the signal?
I think we should wait, but maybe move closer if we can. I don't like that they've just gone in and we've seen and heard nothing.
Make
Okay,
a perception check, everyone. Not the people in the building.
Oof, 1.
13.
Should I make one to see if I hear anything?
No. Of course you should.
22 from Halvern.
Actually, in the bottle, don't even bother. You're in somebody's pocket, so you're muffled.
I got a 2 anyway.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. While you're there, at some point, like, a cat comes up to one of you and is like, meow, 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 and starts pawing at Halvarin.
What is it, little cat?
You think it's hungry.
Oh. Is there anything cats would enjoy in my rations? I don't know.
Well, I don't know either. Are you gonna pull out some like smoked sausage? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, if I have that, absolutely.
All right, so you pull out smoked sausage and you hear meow, meow, meow.
Oh, sure. Here, take
You
it.
give it a nibble, and then 2 more cats show up.
Elven,
And Helvin like breaks off, like tries to break the remaining sausage into 3 and like
And
pass it
like
out evenly.
now 6 more cats have shown up.
No, shoo, dude,
And they're all
I
like
can't.
pawing at
Not
you.
so
They
many.
smell sausage on your fingers. I mean, like they're thrilled to be
uh,
here. Just
Aaron,
a heads up, that's happening
Rowan.
now. Going back into the building.
Help!
You guys are looking around. Okay. What are you doing? You're at the door. You don't hear anything.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Kodo down and telepathically tell him to go back and get the others.
Kodo is what?
My weasel.
Okay.
Listen,
I see this going.
if
He's
the
a
weasel
familiar,
attacks
right?
the cats, I'm gonna
Yes,
have a
yeah, he's
very
my
rough
familiar.
night.
So, at some point, you hear the... And... I don't think your weasel made it. There's a whole bunch of cats.
How many cats?
Right now, the ones you can see, probably 12. And more are coming. You know how it is when
Shoot
you're
the
in
cats
ghettos.
with animal handling.
There's lots of cats. And, you know, it was really bad for the cat because it jumped on the weasel attempting to get it, and then like 2 more jumped on, and then poof, it just disappeared. And they're like,
Okay, I have an idea. I take out the remaining sausage from my rations. I look at Rowan and Aaron, and I'm like, sorry. And then I chuck it down the alley, like past the guards.
let me get this straight. You're chucking it down the alley where the guards will see the sausage suddenly go, and a million cats go after it.
You know what? I thought that would sound different when I said it. Let me
That's
just.
why what is happening is happening.
Yeah.
So you toss, make a
Okay.
make a improvised weapons check to see if the sausage makes it down into the main street in front of the guards.
An improvised weapons check.
Yeah, because you've never,
what does that
you're not
fall?
skilled at sausage throwing as an
What does that
accurate
fall
weapon.
under?
So we're gonna see if you make it down the street.
I would say just a dex check.
Should have hit the guard.
No, just roll a d20. Improvised
Okay.
weapon, which means he gets no bonuses.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Chat's like, it definitely
Okay.
sounded different in his head. Don't feed the cats. I mean, like over and over again. They're like, please do not feed. Yeah, please do not. Yeah,
Hey, Matt, you see that roll?
It went away. Hang on, I'll see it.
It's a 2.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
it's a
Yep.
2.
Yep. So you throw the sausage and it makes it about all of 4 feet. And the cats, you know, a whole bunch of them scurry right after it. And you hear cats now fighting with each other over this as a whole bunch of different cats are now fighting over sausage.
Perhaps now would be the time to go.
I agree. Let's move with haste. And Halpern like walks at a brisk
So
pace
you guys are
to
gonna
the back
walk
door.
over to the back of the building? Okay.
Yeah.
We're
duly
gonna
noted.
hustle.
While you're doing that,
Just-
what are you guys doing that are in the building not knowing that these guys are coming?
I'm just kind of looking around for any signs of like anything to do with this cult or
In this
anything
back
like that.
storage room?
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
So 16.
16. So you find, you know, there's a bunch of boxes. There's a lot of paint, like high-end paints and inks back here. There's a couple other things for like what looks like wands. You know, this is a magic shop for magic users. So the kinds of things that are in here are specific to magic users. At some point, you discover a couple different cool items. There's a cloak that apparently never gets wet in the rain. And a belt with a self-adjusting buckle. You literally hold it on and it just click, 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 and it fits perfectly for you. You see the wand of toad summoning. And a brush an ever perfect makeup brush as well. There is a pipe that apparently fills with tobacco each morning as well. So just a few things that you found right away.
Does Link tell me about the items he's found?
I'm trying to stay as quiet as I can.
You
so I'm
also
not
find,
saying much.
there's a large wardrobe. You open it up. It looks to be mostly empty. What did you roll on your
16.
a 16? Let's see here. There's a tiny keyhole set in the back of the wardrobe's back panel.
I kind of pop out of the cupboard and try to flag down Lucas to come look at this.
Okay. While you do that, you then hear, "Hey, is it okay to come in?" And you see your friend standing at the back door. Also, a whole lot of cats.
I'm sorry.
It'd be best not to ask. Just hustle in and shut the door behind us. Go, get.
Okay. And you-
Actually, I'm going to stand watch at the back door.
okay, so you guys come in. I need you to make a dexterity. Who's going to stop the cats from coming in?
Me.
Okay.
I have an idea.
I need you to make a dexterity check because you're hurting cats.
You're hurting cats, you monster!
Herding. H-E-R-D. Herding cats.
Clip that.
21.
21. You do manage to keep all the cats out. But you're hearing what sounds like cats pissed off and fighting on the other side of a wall, not far from where you're at.
Okay, so I have a possibly terrible idea.
I love terrible ideas.
Can't see how it can get worse.
Well, there is the wands of toad summoning and a lot of cats.
Oh my god.
I just hand Lucas the wand that I found.
Okay, it summons a toad, a regular old toad, once per day.
We need to lead the cats to the front
The cats are outside. They're fighting over sausage.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're going to open the door back up and you're going to summon a toad?
No, I think Lucas was trying to do what Halvern tried to do.
Summon a bunch of toads, but
It
Yeah.
only summons one. Yeah, it only
Yeah,
summons
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
One is enough.
Okay. Go for it.
You're going to do this? Okay.
Should I do it? I'll do it.
I don't know if we want to open the door.
this place could be filled with cats in moments.
Yeah.
What have you found in here? Anything in here?
So I found the back of this wardrobe has a lock in it.
That's promising. Clearly they haven't found that in the investigation, or I would imagine that would be broken open. Did you get it open?
I haven't tried yet. I was about to
Thank you.
when you all came in. Yes, I back up and use my mage hand again to try and pick this lock.
Okay. Roll for lockpicking.
That is a 29.
The lock opens easily at your touch and picking. It was not a hard one. The lock's real benefit was, well, just to keep the door closed, and the fact that it was hidden in a wardrobe in the first place. The door pops from behind the framing of the panel, keeping it starting to show you how it was hidden in the first place. And as you open it up, you see the wardrobe opens into what looks to be a secret room. On the wall opposite, a tall window gazes into the shop. Someone has pinned parchments nearby listing names, dates, transcripts, overheard conversations, it looks like, as you guys walk in. And there is a very, well, it can only be described as sinister looking statue of a striking humanoid-sized creature with an amorphous shape to include carvings of what seems to be dripping liquid from its pseudo limbs and body. It lurks in an alcove deep into the wall itself. But
You said this was a carving?
yeah, it's a carving.
Have I heard enough audio clues to clue me into that they are inside the building now?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
if,
think you're getting clues that tell you where they
Well,
are.
no,
at
no,
all.
no.
You're just hearing sounds, and those sounds aren't going to necessarily tell you anything because you heard a door open and close.
Okay.
You don't know where they are.
Did you tell Helvern you wanted me to let you out when we got there?
I mean, I said that I wanted to get cover on the way to the shop.
He's been distracted by cats, so
Yeah. Well, so I made a little self intelligence check. So I think Helvern knows what he
You gonna let
wants,
him
and I'll let him out. Yeah.
Okay, so you are now very cramped, 6 of you in a tiny room that probably is uncomfortable for 3 people, much less 6 of you.
Well,
I'm
2
not
of us are
actually
half
in
size.
there.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
not
she-
actually in there. So
yeah.
5 of you are in there, and it's still not exactly easy to fit all of you in there. There's enough room for 3 people to stand upright and barely touch anything. More importantly, you can see the glass through that window gazing into the shop. The window is surrounded by parchments on the top, the bottom. There's all sorts of information written and tacked up there. You know, it's up to you to decide what you're going to do there.
Quick
Why
question.
don't I
From
take
there,
some
you
of
can
these and go
see
wait outside?
into the shop, and the shop is a wreck. It looks like the City Watch has torn robes from their pegs, tipped papers from their drawers. There's a body of what looks to be a robed wizard amid the wreckage with a crossbolt lodged in his chest, and it looks like that's it. There's a centerpiece to a rack of staves directly in front of the window you're looking through. That's it. That's what you see. I mean, there's all sorts of cabinetry and everything else, but it looks like the room has been just absolutely turned all over the place.
okay. We are here for a specific reason. We're here to find some clues, specifically the clues that they mentioned in that report. I
Key?
think you mentioned the key and the unfinished letter to an unknown party. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't a couple of you go through this secret spy room, as it sounds described to me,
Sure.
and a couple of us more sneaky will go up front and sort of scout around and see if we can't find this letter and key.
Make a perception
Cool.
check, everyone.
Including me?
No, not you.
All right.
18.
11.
Nice.
6.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm happy
so-
to go check out a dead
8.
body anytime.
Okay, I'll go into this little secret room and start looking around for anything to do with this cult or.
You mean the secret room that you're in?
Yeah.
Yeah, make a religion check.
Religion.
You
9.
and Helverin.
Oh, okay.
9.
$22.
Yeah, that statue looks like an idol of some sort, and Helverin actually looks at it, sees some of the writing on there that looks like abyssal, and instantaneously you realize by the amorphous shape of it and the way that it's liquidy, it's very likely this is a statue to Oblex, the demon prince of oozes.
Yeah. I will share that information with the rest of the party.
Well, now that sounds bad. Quick question: Why were there so many cats earlier?
Don't listen. Don't worry about the cats.
I am fairly sneaky. I could sneak to the front area if that's something some of us are doing.
So
Why don't
Sorry.
you and Lucas, or Yeah, why don't you two go up front and see what you can find up front.
Oh yeah.
Helvin, did you want to take a look at that body?
I'm a little
One other thing.
preoccupied with
So
the
the
idol.
note. So wait a minute. There are a couple other things I wanted to go over.
Mm.
Link,
Yep.
the parchments on the great window there. They notes dozens of names of cloak members organized by rank. You can see things. There's mentions there of rivalries between various different wizards. Some gossip there. Scandals within the Brotherhood. Who's cheating on who? Who's cheating with who? Who's trying to actually like screw someone over with bad ingredients for spell things, so on. In the right hands, these notes would prove, well, quite dangerous.
I'd scoop up
The
as
cloaks
much
would
of this.
definitely not want these to be out there.
Yeah, I'm definitely grabbing up all that paperwork I can.
Making a note of blackmail material.
Huh. So I think the most pressing thing would be to, Link, you grabbed up all the parchment and everything.
Yes.
See, make sure you check those for anything about the demon prince of oozes. I don't know if they'd write it down so
Nothing there.
obviously.
There's nothing on any of that parchment. It appears this parchment and this room may have been used to spy on people in the shop and at the same time catch all the gossip as the various wizards in the shop were talking while the owner was hiding back there, making them think they
Oh.
were speaking, well, not quite so in the open.
So
Well-
why would they have this here then?
Lucas, shall we check out this front area here?
Lead the way.
All right. So I'll go up to the door there and take a look through. I'm assuming we see all
You're
the
going
things.
to open that door. You crack the door open, it's not locked, and you look through and you see the same dismantled room that you saw through the window before.
Okay.
So you see a couple different tables and benches and shelves that have been tossed and moved around. There's stuff all over the floor. What are you going to do now?
We need to find the key and see if there's anything on the body that might be a clue.
Was right.
All right. As you get around the wall, you see that there is a large mirror with a face at the top of it. And just below that is a whole bunch of staves in a container just below the mirror there. You could walk up to it and see it yourself and so on. And right just a few feet away is the body laying down at an angle. You also notice a stairway that's going upstairs.
Ooh. Upper level. Lucas, do you want to check the ground floor and I'll try and sneak upstairs?
So I said be careful. We heard something upstairs earlier.
Ooh. All right, then I'll stay down here with you for now. Yes, I would like to investigate the body. See if the key is on there.
Okay. Yeah, the corpse is there bleeding out. It's already dead. The shop keys sit right next to the body. There's the keys to the front door, the back door, and a third key mentioned per the report. That's really what you see. And just as you do that, you hear a voice from behind you go, "That is a really nice set of clothes you've got on there. I love what you've done with the hat."
Do I recognize the voice?
And you hear someone from above go, "What was that?" And you turn around because the voice was literally right behind you. And you see the mirror face has changed position. And it says, "Oh, nice hair. Those shoes go with that outfit amazingly."
Ooh.
You're starting to hear what sounds like footsteps from above.
I try to move away out of the line of vision of the mirror.
Okay. and the face starts to track you as you're going, but then moves back around front. Lucas, you heard it too. You two are now standing there, and you're hearing what sounds like footsteps moving towards the stairway upstairs.
Get in your bottle.
I can only do it once a day. I'm gonna stealth and hide behind the shop counter.
Okay. Lucas?
I move back towards the back door.
Okay.
Did I hear that voice from the other side of the glass?
You heard, yeah, you did. You heard it clear as day. You could hear everything being said. And you watched your friends now dive behind a counter, and another one, and your other friend Lucas, run toward the back door, which is still open, by the way, now.
Do I hear movement upstairs?
Oh, yeah. There's definitely somebody coming downstairs right now. It sounds
Can
like.
I can I
someone's
close the door behind me?
Guards, were you in there? And they're like, no, we weren't in there. You hear them calling from the front door that is wide open. The guards were not paying attention. They're not coming in. They hear stuff all the time.
So I hear this as well, correct?
Yeah, everybody who's in that secret room heard it.
I cast silence centered on myself.
What's the radius of silence?
20 feet in a
So
sphere.
Anyone who walks into that is also going to be silenced. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. So, Lucas, you get to the door. The door is open. Your friend is now hiding behind the counter. You're hearing steps start to come down the stairs.
Actually, with that 20 feet, I don't think anybody's hearing anything. Because if the scale is
none
right...
of you are hearing anything.
Well, yeah, that was kind of my intention.
Yep. So you guys
the
can't
scale
hear a
of this
thing,
building
but the
is
person
5
who's
feet.
not in the silence spell can hear anything. It's not in the silence spell, but you guys
Right,
cannot
but-
hear anything.
But what's the scale of this map?
5 feet.
Yeah, so
5 feet per
they
square.
wouldn't be able to hear anything.
They can't hear
If
you
I'm where
guys at
Link
all.
is, they wouldn't be able to hear anything.
Yeah,
So he can't call to them anymore, is my point.
he can call to the guards just fine.
He's within the 20 feet.
Okay, he is now.
Mm-hmm.
If he comes downstairs.
Okay, fair enough.
Where am I in the shop since I dove
You
behind the
duck
counter?
down behind the countertop.
Okay. So is that the one that's right by the door?
Yep.
Okay. I'll put myself there.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, everybody go ahead and position yourself on the map appropriately.
Yeah, that seems like an appropriate thing to do.
You see someone in black robes start to come down the stairway.
Okay.
He looks
Um,
around.
Whoa.
Something's
wrong.
not quite right. He starts
Do
yelling, but
we have
he hears
more
no
of this
sound.
character?
He pulls a wand from his sleeve.
I would like to.
You are behind a counter. You see none of this.
I am.
Yeah. You see none of this.
But well, I know a guy is coming.
Yes.
I suddenly sense that there's no sound. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to grab my bag of ball bearings and spread them out around, like all in that area around the body.
You can't do that without being revealed.
I can't just like throw them out.
You're gonna throw a bunch of ball bearings out by the body.
It won't make
Well,
a sound.
They won't make a sound, but they will be seen by the person who's standing there.
Is it lit in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was lit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lantern light, all sorts of
Got
stuff.
it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. If it's lit, then I won't do that.
The being in purple robes right there is coming down the stairs and now knows something is not right because everything is now quiet and he's starting to yell for the guards. He pulls a wand from his sleeve.
I try to tap Link and like point out there.
Yeah, I start pointing towards the back door frantically and start working my way
So
towards
are
the
you
back
throwing
door.
those bearings out? If you didn't know it was lit, I'll say you didn't do that.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know it was lit.
Yeah. All right. Are you readying your bag of bearings?
I will ready my bag of bearings.
Okay.
All right.
You see him start to look around, and then you see him move toward the front door.
If nobody's gonna,
Back to you.
is this?
And then as you see him go, you see him start to talk to the guards, and they're
Okay.
like.
Okay.
And
So I get a
there's
sense.
obviously a conversation. He's now outside of the range of the silence spell.
Okay. Do I get a sense that his back is to us?
You don't know.
Okay.
You just
Can
heard
I?
sound moving
Can
away.
I?
So the only person who could tell is the people who are on the other side of a wall, and none of them can communicate with you because the silence spell is up.
Can I stealthily peek around the corner to see if his back is to me?
Make a go ahead, make a perception check.
10.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
That is 10 also.
You do check around the corner, and you see the wizard is now talking to these guards, and he's obviously able to speak verbally at the front door.
Okay. Then if his back is to me, then I will spread out the ball bearings here, and then I'll go
Where is here?
around the body, like I was saying before.
So you're going to roll them out around the body.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back to my friends through the door.
So you're going to open and close the door, make another stealth check.
Okay.
Just gonna put the guy out there.
It's another 10.
Another 10. You do manage to get past and close the door behind you. Now,
I give my friends
You
a
are-
thumbs up.
in the storage room with everyone else, no one can hear anybody. You don't know what's upstairs. You do know there was a cloak in this building doing some investigating.
I make hand signs like we should go if we have what we need.
What is it you came there for?
Clues. I thought
Infers-
we-
Right.
Thought we-
You have a list of what those clues could be. What is it you're looking for specifically? Besides just clues. I mean, you
Oh, I
literally have a clue
got the
list.
keys.
Okay.
The paper, the
Yeah,
The letter
letter.
Right.
is the.
Aaron, what are you thinking at this point?
Well,
You don't hear scratching at the back of the door. You haven't had an urge to say anything, so you don't know that silence is in order yet.
How's the cat situation at the moment?
You try to say that, and nothing escapes your mouth. You talk, and you hear nothing. It is the most awkward thing in the world. Because no one said anything about a silence spell. So you don't know what's going on.
Well, how could we say anything about a silence spell?
You say it before you cast it. Hey, I'm gonna cast silence.
There was no
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Well,
So
I-
did Link not find a letter?
you wouldn't know. You can't talk to can't talk to anybody right now. You're gonna have to
Well,
figure out how you're gonna sign
yeah.
this to each other.
Link is gesturing for us to leave, so I guess I'll step out of the little secret room here.
Wouldn't I be able to use Thieves' Cant to talk to Link with, I guess, sign language? No?
You can
No?
attempt to sign anything you want, but you're going to be at disadvantage because Thieves' Cant is not about sign language. It's about talking around the subject.
Right.
Someone used it like that. That's why I was thinking about it. So,
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to try, I'll let you do it.
sure.
All right.
I'll ask
Make a wisdom
Link.
check.
All right.
And who are you directing this to?
Link.
Link.
Okay.
Link, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
10? All right. Nope. You guys are not able to understand. You get a lot of confusion, and you're like,
I don't understand you, but I can't actually talk, so.
I'm visibly.
Go as planned.
it just nothing's working. Hand signs are going up. You're doing like shadow birds and bunnies, and nothing's happening.
I'm effectively
You're
completely.
now completely blind.
I am completely blind.
Oh, no.
But
But
I-
is freaking out.
but I
I'm thinking
don't.
the silent spell was not the way to go.
Yeah. You
So
might
I'm
be
just.
right.
I'm kind of standing there. I can't sense them at all, so I don't know what they're
While you're
gesturing.
standing there at the mirror, Link, you see that this person with the purple robes come back in, the black and purple robes. They're looking around, and they're starting to check to see if something has gone in. How long does silence last for?
We'll check. Up to 10 minutes.
He's looking around. He's looking for something. Something is causing him to look around.
I just said that we should leave.
Sure. Fine by me.
Yeah, I was sort of gesturing towards the door.
Okay. So do you guys open the back door?
Boom. I'm out of here.
You open the back door, and there are 25 cats now waiting by the back door.
Why
Who
is
then
this-
come in the back door quietly, of course. What did you cast silence on? You cast it on centered on the secret room?
Yes. So it's basically centered at this point here where Hailgrim was standing.
Okay.
And it stays there as we leave.
Okay.
You know, if they're not making any noise, they're not bothering me. And I would just gently step,
So
move.
the cats are now
please.
like running around and they're like getting their paws into paint. And a few of them are looking for sniffing around for food, and a couple are fighting, but they can't hear anything. And so you're seeing the silent action as little cat paw prints with paint on them are now moving around.
I pull Link out of the silence area,
Mhm.
and I say, "Did you find the letter?"
I
That's
found
a
him.
well. That's well
You'll have
outside
to
the
leave
building.
the room.
Yeah, you guys
that's
are
good.
I
now
went
in
out.
the
I
back
went out
alley.
back. Yeah.
Okay. As you guys
So-
get to the back alley, it starts to rain again.
So on my way out of the secret room, I want to kind of that door to the front area. I want to open it up enough for the cats to start funneling through to the front.
Make a stealth check to see if anyone spots you opening the door.
It's going to be a 15.
Okay. So you open the door, just enough, and
Just enough for the cats to be able to start
the
running
cats
out.
are not actually going in there right now, but you did that, all right, and then you move out the back door. Do you leave
Yes.
the back door open or closed?
If I'm the last one out, I'm going to close it behind me.
Okay, so you close it behind me.
He's
You're
not
pretty
the
sure
last
there's
one
over
out.
20 cats in that small room now.
He's not the last one out.
Who's
I'm
the last
still.
one out?
Oh, okay.
I'm still standing in that position that I was standing in against the wall there. I've got my staff, but I'm just like,
No one knows that they've left Roan behind.
Do I notice that he doesn't come out?
Well, you guys make a wisdom check real quick.
Okay.
18.
20.
18.
All of you realize after you've gotten out. So did you get the paper? Yeah. Wait, where's Roan?
I'll go get him.
Look, I was
Thank you.
Roan is yelling now and can't seem to hear anything.
yeah. When you touch me, I jump like I had no idea you were there, and it freaking him out.
I pat his shoulder to try and calm him down.
Now you get the distinctive smell of your friend, so you know it's him.
Right.
But he's kind of pulling you away. To
And I'll
come
go.
in.
I'll go
All
with him. Just
All right, so you guys come out, go back out again.
And I'll close the door.
Okay. How long does the spell last again?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All
right.
Continuing my conversation with Link.
Mhm.
Did you get Did you find the letter?
So I got a bunch of paperwork here.
Or
None
did
of
you-
it is the letter.
All right. Thinking quickly, I pull my grappling hook that I have because I'm a burglar out and try to sling it up to the second level and climb up there from.
So let me get this straight. You're going to sling a grappling hook on a window ledge and hope you don't break the window in the process.
Well, let me look at the map here. We're at the back door. It looks like there is a chimney.
An upper roof, yeah.
Yeah, lower roof and upper roof.
You're gonna go up to the upper roof.
I'm trying
To get to the lower roof
The
first.
lower roof.
Yeah,
On
the
the back.
lower roof. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Grapple onto that chimney.
Alrighty. Make a weapon attack, just to see if you sling it on there.
Okay. With
Athletics check, actually. Make an athletics check.
Okay.
In the meantime, when Rowan comes out of the he's like,
Boom! Suddenly, your whole world comes alive.
who cast that?
I point at Hilvin.
Yeah, he can't hear you point. So that's good news.
Yeah,
Who cast that?
It's like you get the feeling he's asking, who farted in the room. It's that level of accusatory.
You don't have to tell me. Never cast that spell again. Cause I
I can't see all your fingers there.
Oh, sorry. 9.
You got a 9? Okay, so you bang it off of the chimney, it hits the roof, and you drag it back down.
Although that may not be the best idea right now.
No, he's got it. I'll tap him on the shoulder and cast guidance.
Can I try it again?
Please.
Yeah. Give it another shot.
I'm going to keep an eye down the alleyway towards the front of the building, just see if I see anything coming around the corner there.
Fine, the rain's going.
I lean against the wall and just wipe my brow. I look like I've
11?
seen my untimely
God.
death.
You do manage to get the grappling hook on the top of the chimney.
That guidance came in crucial.
Second story man, you are not.
I am a
least not
burglar,
yet.
though. I'm
Not
a burglar.
yet. You'll get there.
Yep.
You're doing good.
Yep.
Alrighty. So,
Alright.
we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Everyone's going to wet their whistle, and when we come back, we're going to find out what they're able to do on the second floor. Here we go. Okay, we're back, everybody. So what just happened is Abba threw a grappling hook up and managed to score on the chimney after after Helverin cast a silence spell and a whole bunch of cats were let in. After Abba threw a bunch of bearings at the body surrounding this thing, a wizard from above in purple and black robes came down, realizing something wasn't right, and at last check, he's now searching the room while everyone else is now attempting to climb on the second floor. Correct?
All according to plan.
All according to plan. And also, there's at least 20 some odd cats now in at least the storeroom, possibly moving out from there. Okay, so the grappling hook is now firmly on the roof, on the chimney.
Mm-hmm.
As you go up, who's going up the rope first? Okay.
I am.
Okay.
Aaron,
Ooh,
perhaps
good.
you should give him some support.
Long as one of you wants to keep tabs on the cats.
The cats are now mostly inside the building.
Yep.
The
So
cats
there's an
have
occasional
been.
stray, but they don't seem to be paying you guys much attention anymore. And whatever sausage was thrown on the side there is now already shredded up and gone, as most of the cats
Accurate.
got bored.
I don't think we need to keep tabbies on the cats anymore.
Well, fine.
No.
So who's going up the rope first?
I am.
Make an athletics check.
My forte. 18.
18. You managed to make it up onto the roof. It is raining, so it is slick, but you do manage to get a good hold on it. You see the pitched roof goes up past, the archway, and on the other side of the arch, you see the top of a window that leads possibly into the room above the shop where you were.
Okay. I make sure the rope is available for other people to follow me up and then try and sort of make my way over to that window.
Okay.
While they're climbing up, can I relock the door using my thieves' tools?
You could attempt to do that, yes.
It's a natural 20, so a 32.
Yeah. So the door locks just fine. Click.
Where did all these cats come from?
While Link is doing
don't worry
that,
about the cats.
can I look for Sherry?
Sure, you can look. It's dark. It's raining.
I'd hope she didn't go too far.
You see that she's sitting on a roof right on the building adjacent.
I whistled to her so she can
How do you
come
whistle?
toward.
How does that whistle work?
Like
that?
a low frequency.
Okay.
I'd like to say hawks have better hearing than we do.
Okay. It works, and she flies right down to you.
Great. Can't lose her in the rain. Thanks.
Yep. Okay. Who's next up the rope?
I will.
Alrighty. Go ahead, make that athletics check. With advantage because you're using the rope.
Thank you. That was not good. Much better. 19.
19, you make it right up, no problems. You're like, hut, 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 and you're right up there. Who's next? Anyone else?
Are
I mean,
we
like,
all?
you guys don't have
are we
to go
all
up.
going up?
No, I think we should minimize this, and we should move to a different position to keep an eye from a distance, not stand
No.
right behind them.
Well, we can't leave them behind. We know there's
No.
enemies out front.
I'll go up. as
Maybe one more up.
Okay.
Who's that going to be?
well. I will. Lucas. is-
All right, Lucas is going up. Make an athletics check, and then put yourselves on the roof, guys.
I'll be using the rope as well.
Uh-huh.
13.
13. You managed to make it up. No problem. You slam up over the rain gutters. You're on the shingles, the tile shingles, slate in this case, and you guys are now needing to go over the arch and to the window.
The rest of us will shuffle down the street, shuffle down the alley to another side alley,
Okay,
where
so
we
you're
can
gonna,
kind
you're
of
gonna
keep
break off to a
watch.
side alley. You guys
so
are
we can
able to
watch
see
them.
where your friends walk to from the roof. As you go up the roof, you notice you're still kind of like being affected by that spell. And then as you go down the roof, you're still being affected as you're right in front of the window. The window is there. It is well lit from without, from inside that room. You see a number of different warm lanterns lighting the room up. Old books crowd the shelves of this bedroom / study. Someone has nailed planks over a skylight in the roof, and loose nails apparently litter the floor. There looks like a writing desk and a flickering candle, and not much else you can see except for beds and a couple side tables as well. Or a bed and a couple side tables as well.
Do we see any people?
No.
Okay.
How is this window shut?
You don't know. I mean, it's just closed. You're going to try to open it?
I'd like to see how to do it as quietly as possible, so...
Okay, make an investigation check.
7.
You don't see any latches or anything.
Abba.
Did you say they're still being affected by the silent spell, though?
At the roof point, but not the window.
Okay.
What's up?
Do you have any ideas about getting this open?
Oh, we just try and open it, I think.
Okay. Is that what you're going to do?
Yep.
I want
The
to try
window
to.
slides halfway open but stops. There's apparently something stopping it from opening more than halfway. So the window is open, but it's not quite wide enough to let you in.
I sort of turn to my companion and say, you know who it is big enough to let in, though? I'm like, this? And my familiar appears in my hand.
Okay.
And I say, if you two can make sure I don't fall off the roof here, I can let her in and I can see through her senses and get a look around in there.
All right.
So I sort of let listen into
So your familiar scurries through the window and slithers right in, almost flying like a snake would fly through the air as your pseudo-dragon flips through.
Yep. Cerulean scales.
What are you checking?
The writing desk.
The writing desk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Flickering on the writing desk appears to be some parchment. There's an inkwell. There's a quill. There's some parchment with some writing on it.
I attempt, using her senses as my own, I attempt to read what is written on it.
What is written on it? Sure thing. So at first it's kind of hard to read because, well, it's in a funny writing, but it says, "Master, as we feared, they are hunting us. Rico died today, dragged screaming into the sky by their assassin. I fear to leave this house or even step close to the windows. The beggar men are their spies. Everywhere I go, I see them following me. Mel Parzovan is grown suspicious of us too. The cloaks are onto our plots. I know it. Master, we should close down this operation and flee the city. Flee and pray to the great..." And
Ooh.
the letter ends. There's a smudge for the ink.
Okay. I have Liz sort of use her little claws to roll up parchment best she can and fly it back over.
Okay. All right. So you fly the parchment back over. Anything else you're going to check in the room while you're there?
I look to my the little dragon looks to the other two, and from my mouth, or actually, I can speak through her.
Yeah, you can speak just fine.
Yeah,
You can speak just fine. You just can't see or hear.
Well, I can actually speak through her also, and
Okay.
so just for funsies, the little dragons are like, so anything else you guys want in there?
I think we should go. We've been here too long and we have what we came for.
Hey, Gig.
Just as you do that, you hear creaks on the roof that you didn't hear before when you were there. The spell, and then you guys hear from the front of the building what sounds like the last ending of a spell that you may or may not recognize. Roll an Arcana check.
Me?
Yep.
7.
7. It may or may not have been a Dispel magic spell.
Let's go.
Okay.
We need to leave.
I break the trance, take the parchment, tuck it away, sort of wisp Liss away.
Okay.
And I shut the window.
All right, you close the window. Ka-tunk. Just as you close the
Oh.
window, you guys start to lean down and you start to hear someone coming up the stairs, and you see the shadow of them starting to move up the stairs from the floor below.
Down, 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 down. Get
So you guys
down.
are going down. So
Down the grappling hook.
you take the grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you take the grappling hook and you guys slide down the roof and you guys jump down.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Great. You guys manage to get down the roof. The rain is still pouring down. You get to your friends. What do you do now? You've got clues.
We need to process these clues. What is the? Well, we'll have to go somewhere else. I don't want to risk the same place twice.
Of course.
Yeah, no, we need to find a place to lay low for the night.
You were saying something about Timora. Perhaps now we might be able to
Yeah.
slip there.
Yeah, that would be real good.
Okay. So, making your way to the Temple of Timora, how do you intend to go there? You are now on Fireball Alley.
I think we have to cross over Black Cat Alley.
Mm-hmm. I look to everyone and I say, it might be best if we travel in pairs of 2.
So I've got a blue dot marking where you are on the district map that's been locked down. Now, you guys cannot leave the district. It's definitely locked down to get out of the district, and there are patrols patrolling the district. You were trying to get to the Temple of Timora to, well, get at least a place to bed down for the remainder of the evening and figure out what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that hard to get there. You've only got to go down the street, provided you don't get spotted by the guards, who are now on high alert because of a silence spell and a dispel magic spell that was apparently used by the wizard outside, who also discovered, because you guys did so, 25 cats in the building, and may or may not have slipped or slid on a whole bunch of ball bearings that you left by a body that weren't there when he came in. And also the keys are now missing by the body as well.
Question.
Something is up, and he knows
That
it.
sounds like a him problem.
Question. So when the silent spell evaporates and all of this happens, do we hear any indication?
You guys did not. The only
Okay.
indication you got is suddenly your other friends were hearing creaks on the roof they didn't hear them before.
Okay.
That was a
okay.
spell effect.
I
And
like.
near as I can tell, they haven't
like
said anything
Abba's
to you
idea.
guys about it yet either. So, now that you are in Fireball Alley, leaving Drakewood's Arcana, where are you heading next?
But
You're trying to go to Timora's mission right here, where that red circle is. So,
I
what do you want to do
recommend-
next?
I recommend that we break off into 3 groups of 2 each and take different routes.
That's
Is that
fair.
what you're doing?
Agreed.
I think
I would say at least try to get into this this side street here, and then come around to behind the.
So you're gonna take back alleys to get there?
Yeah.
And then try to cross
Yes.
Black Cat Alley, and then take more back alleys to get to the back of the Time Warren mission.
Oh,
I
we can.
tug, I
go
tug
ahead.
on Haverin and I say, "Hey, carry me like I'm wounded."
Okay.
Because, you know, they're looking for people they shot with crossbows.
Mm.
Make a
What?
wisdom check on that.
Okay. I'll make a wisdom check. It's a 15.
Yeah, you think carrying somebody like they're wounded is a bad idea. Especially in
does-
Mulmaster where people
yeah.
pick on the weak.
Does Abba have a any sort of cloak with a hood?
Yeah. As a matter of
Okay.
fact,
Just
you guys now have a magical cloak that doesn't get wet. No matter
Yes.
what you do. And it will size to fit whatever wearer puts it on.
I don't care who takes it, but here's my thought process. Why don't I just put you up as if you're a child? You can just ride on my shoulders and cover yourself.
Okay.
So we'll
So,
move through the side street
'em up.
there, and then
Put them on my shoulders.
pair off and kind of cross Black Cat Alley in different groupings, and then reconvene on the other side.
It is very late. What I'm going to tell you is that right now, it's about 4 in the morning.
Oh boy.
It's deserted. You're going to have to beat a DC 20 to get to the Time Warren mission to sneak past these patrols. There are dogs out. There are patrols out.
Maybe
there any-
you should just leave me behind.
Well, hang on. Is there any other options that we should be thinking about?
Well, I did ask my friend about the sewer, and he said it might be real high, but it'd probably be safer in
Well,
the
the
not
DC
getting caught.
20 is to avoid being spotted. Once you're spotted, you can always try to outrun them.
Oh,
Here's another question. Remember earlier when I asked if there were any beggars out?
There are not at this hour because there's nobody to beg from.
Fair point. Well, I'm out of ideas.
We could just try to find another shanty, perhaps.
no, I'm pretty set on that Time Warren mission. Once we're in there, I feel like we'll be safe as houses.
Hmm.
All right, everyone, roll a stealth check.
All right.
You had a 25.
25. All right, this is 25.
21.
21.
24.
24. Holy crap.
I got a 7.
7. And
8.
12.
8.
12.
And a
So
12.
that's a tie for pass fail.
Let's see here. I don't think you guys made it. Let's check this here. 25. You guys got a 25, a 21, 24, an 8, a 7, and a 12. Unfortunately, that makes a combined average of 12. You guys are quickly spotted by 6 guards and 2 mastiffs, who immediately in the alleyways go, "There they are! There they are! I swear that's them! Get them! There's look, the half orc, the 2 short guys, and the dude with the, I think he's got a. Does he have ears? I can't see. There's cloth over his head. Get him! Get him!"
As soon as I'm able.
The dogs
I'll cast
immediately
silence.
start running for you guys,
Yep.
and then immediately make a hard left down an alley, and you hear their hands start going everywhere. The dogs are hot on the scent of 2 cats. However, the guards are like, "Get them later! Come on, let's go get them!" And they start running after you. Make athletics checks to outrun them and try to lose them in the alley.
Q
How many
chase
guards
me.
are there?
There are at least 6 that you can see so far.
Okay.
You're hearing whistles being blown too.
13.
13.
Did I get the chance to get my silent spell off?
Did you do that? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I said that
You're
while
silent.
I was like, as soon as I get a
You
chance,
do
I'll
that,
cast
and
that.
then boom, you guys immediately start running. They start
I'm casting it
whistling.
on
You
them,
you
to
can't
be
hear the
clear.
whistle, and then you see them chasing you, and then you can hear the whistle, and then suddenly you can't hear the whistle because now they're in the silent spell and they don't know what's going on.
16
16.
on
Okay.
the athletics.
12.
12,
18.
18, and Ron. What did you get?
11.
13.
13. All right, they're still hot on your tail. However, they are confused briefly, and they will get disadvantage on their opportunities to hear. What are you doing here, guys? Roll athletics check one more time.
Okay.
As we're running. Oh, 7.
Oh no.
As
20.
we're running,
Poor Rowan.
I'm patting and I pull out a little bag and I open it up and I dump it behind us. It's a bag of caltrops.
Nice.
Okay.
I got a 20.
You got a 20. All right. You
22.
All right. And a 20.
13.
All right. Boom.
7.
So you guys managed to make your escape because the call trips drop, and you see a few of them go, ah! They belt out, even in the silent spell. They're past the silent spell, chasing you guys around a corner, slamming right into the call trips. You guys turn another corner. They don't quite see where you go, and they're not moving very fast now because the call trips have definitely hurt 2 of them. Get those dogs! We need them on the trail!
Okay, so when I hear them yell that, I have in my inventory a vial of perfume
Okay.
that's stoppered, and I would like to try and mask our scent
In the rain.
with perfume. Well, I mean, is the rain
The rain's
It-
not helping the dogs.
okay?
The guards are doing what the guards do. Like, they've
Okay.
got nothing else. They're going to try to
Okay.
get whatever they can.
Okay.
Yeah, but you could definitely perfume up if you wish. I mean, psst, psst, psst. I mean, it's okay. But I think the
Bobby,
rain's
what are you
doing you more
doing?
benefit than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now is not the time to smell good.
yeah. So you managed to make it to almost. Well, you managed to make it to a point where you can cross Black Cat Alley.
Okay.
And now you're able to see that area. Now what are you doing? You're going to cross Black Cat Alley?
Trying to get to that
I
mission.
have to.
Okay. You cross Black Cat Alley. It's eerie how quiet it is. Not because of a silent spell, just because it's eerie. And you guys managed to make it across okay. You managed to make it through the next couple alleys, and from there you managed to get to the back door of the Timoran mission, which is locked. You're welcome to try to walk around to the front.
I would like to try knocking on the back door.
Okay. You give the knock a couple, 2 or 3 raps. There's quiet.
Anybody know why there was no guards there?
It might have been drawn to where we were by the whistles over before we got to the alley.
So
They
there's
are quite stupid.
there like a minute that passes and like no one's coming to the back door.
No one's answered the back door.
I look over to Link, and I say, "You wanna? Do you think we should go in this way, or we should go around the front?"
Well, I mean, we could go in this way. I could easily open up this door, but you think Lady Sespasi is going to be mad at us?
Timoran mission, not Thayan mission.
It's not Thane.
Oh,
You're
wrong
not
one.
going
Sorry.
into. You're not
Yeah,
going
no,
into a
no.
diplomatic facility.
No.
That's
Yeah.
a whole different level of
Okay.
of bad.
Well, you're more familiar with it than I am. You think anybody will get mad if I open the door?
Let me go by myself to the front real quick.
Okay.
Be careful.
No, one of us by ourselves should be better, I think. So I just sort of pad around to the front. I have my holy symbol of Timora on that I wear. and I come around to the front, and I see if anyone's there.
Oh yeah, the door's open. The mission's there. I mean, I mean, it's entirely possible that just nobody was at the back door room.
Okay.
You know.
So I will go up to whoever's running the place.
Mm-hmm.
And say, hey, you suppose me and some of my friends could take some shelter here?
Of course. May Lady Luck always look over you.
Indeed, indeed. I've got them, they're by the back door. Could I let them in that way?
They look at you and they're trying to figure out what your angle is.
We are investigating some troubles that are going on in Mulmaster, and the Watch doesn't really understand our methodology.
And they're still looking at you like, and you need to come in the back door.
Well, I don't know who's watching the front.
I'll come with you.
All right.
We want no trouble here.
Oh, of course not. We don't want any trouble either. That's why we came.
Mm-hmm. And they walk you through the chapel area. And once within, you're in the expansive chapel area, and then through the back hall, and through another couple different hallways, and then you get to a back area that's the kitchens, and from there the pantry, and from there the back door, where they unlock the doors and look around, and they see you guys there standing in the rains, and they say, well, come on in, and inside you are. From there, you are escorted into the main hall.
At the chapel area,
there are people chanting in the chapel area.
I make a coin flipping motion, which I take to be some sort of a holy sign to Timora.
Mm-hmm. May luck favor you, and may you favor Lady Luck.
Well, we've had much of that this evening.
Well, do you need any aid or just a place to rest?
It's a place to lie our heads.
Yes.
Please, I'll take you to the western part of the temple area. And from there, walking away from the quiet of the main chapel where there's quiet chanting to Luck and prayers fervently, you cross a fountain area where there are lots of coins that have been tossed in as an offering to Lady Luck.
I toss a silver piece in.
Okay.
I'll throw a coin in.
It's
I also tossed in a coin.
Are you in need of food? The soup kitchen's still open.
Yes, please. And
Yes.
I'll toss a gold in.
Well,
As will I.
and as you're shown your quarters, they also bring you warm bowls of soup, ladled in with some vegetables and a little bit of beef broth. And they say, just bed down here for the night. You're safe for the evening.
Thank you.
And you're
As I see
sent
everybody
in
else.
some areas with some. It's basically an open area where there's warm cots and blankets for everyone there. All you have on you is what you have on you. You're soaked to the bone. You have the parchment that you found with all of the clues. So what are you going to do now?
Look it over.
Okay. So what are you going to do next?
I'm changing out of the clothes that we got from the chest to my clothes that I had on originally.
They're still mostly dry, thankfully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like a fine idea to copy.
There are a number of places where people have rigged up, strings across, twine across, and hung up clothing. Various different people have, and so there's a lot of it there where people are hanging up clothing to dry overnight. You still have the Mulmaster Herald. There's a couple different things on that. You've got your list, which basically was the same list that was found at the facility you just basically cased. You found the City Watch report. From that City Watch report, you found a letter, which, if you take a look here, is now, been read out loud to you on document 4. So now that you're sitting down and you have a moment to talk about what you found, what's your plan next?
Well, read out that document, and I'll have them read it out. They don't have to read it out now, but just so I can get a digest of it. We need to figure out these next pieces of the clue, or pieces of the puzzle.
I look over to Link, and I say, do you know what that spooky statue was in the secret room?
So I believe it was
Helverin's the one who knew it.
Halverin. Yeah,
Oh.
Halverin's the one that recognized it. It looked a little familiar to me, but I never seen it.
I looked to my
it was-
good friend Helverin.
It was an idol to Jubilex, right? DM.
Oblex.
Oblex. Okay, Oblex. Yeah. How much does how much can Helvern relate about Oblex?
A demon ooze prince.
Okay, that's about it. So it seems they set up some shrine to a demon prince in that arcane shop.
Well, Morsis Drakewood set up a shrine. in that shop.
Right. Hey, didn't the Herald say that he was a member of the Brotherhood?
Yes,
Yes.
a low-ranking member of the Brotherhood. However, here's the thing. So you said in that letter that he was afraid of being dragged screaming into the sky by their assassin.
Yeah.
I would assume this is the same one that was the one that was responsible for killing Mel Parbone.
Seems to fit.
Yeah.
Plus, there was that story of the man falls into the sky.
Yeah.
The article has information that matches what we are looking for.
Man falls into sky. Locals in Troglav Square were left horrified yesterday after a man fell screaming into the sky. The unnamed man was crossing the square in broad daylight when the incident occurred, and his fate remains uncertain. Does a monster stalk our skies, or are residents of Troglav Square drinking orc swill?
Hold on a second. Let me see that list of names. Did you guys, and Helvrin sort of wipes away the blood splattered on it a little bit. Says, so the low-ranking member of the Brotherhood was assassinated by a demon, but they said that our names were associated, right? But look at this note.
Wait. They never said anything about the low-ranking member was assassinated by a demon.
He was afraid of being
Yeah,
assassinated by the
Being
Sky
assassinated by
Assassin.
assassins is what he says in
Right.
the letter. 'Cause that's
The
what
Sky
he said.
Assassin.
So Helvrin just clears some of the blood off this, and it says, this list says we're a threat, not that we're associated with any
Well, of
this.
note and threat.
Right. It doesn't seem to add up with what we were told in the theater.
Well, more of note, I think, is that they were acting under the suspicion that this guy was working with the cloaks, and this letter suggests that he was doing some stuff quite contradictory to the cloaks, and he seemed, if the information about the sort of blackmail material has been shared, it seems he had some dirt on his fellows.
I think I have an idea. I think I know where our next stop is.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so follow me on this. Tell me about the watch report again, and I'll listen, and I'll be like, okay, the one clue that we don't have that's listed there is a copy of the Herald, the Mulmaster Herald, with an advertisement for a local inventor circled. They have the circled one at their headquarters. However, we have a copy of our own, which is here, that Master of Power of Flight, I would assume is the same inventor,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
has an address, 14 Cold Harbor Lane. Perhaps we should check that out.
You're
Yeah,
right.
your choices are really based on what you've said, something about Troglov Square or 14 Cold Harbor Lane to find whoever this adventurer may be.
So, well, both could warrant some sort of, it sounds like the man got pulled into the sky by this sky assassin. They're certainly a place to check out, but I think our next stop should be the Cold Harbor Lane, and then if we're left stonewalled, we could certainly check out the Troglov Square.
Yeah, maybe he won't turn us into the guards because he needs assistance.
Can always hope.
We could show up saying we're interested in the assistant position, just to, get the inside.
What do you recommend, guys? What are you guys going to choose to do?
Well, I think we should sleep right now.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. And
And
after
then-
you get done sleeping, what is your plan first thing in the morning?
I
Cold
think
Harbor Lane, I guess.
heading to
Oh.
Cold Harbor Lane.
We'll need to get a sense of how much we're being looked for when we wake up first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we are closer, we're kind of right in the middle right now. And Cold Harbor Lane and Troglov Square are at opposite ends of the city, or this district. So let's start with the...
Are you suggesting that we should split up?
I mean, we would certainly cover more ground that way.
But we run more risk.
Yes.
Of at least falling into more danger that we can handle in smaller groups. But I leave it to you, friends.
Could we, do you think there's any merit in trying to contact that Zezbazi lady? Tell her
I
that
think
we found
That Thayan Embassy is not in this district.
Okay.
We won't be able to
got
get
it.
out of it.
You're not going to be able to get there.
Okay.
And it probably wouldn't be cool to just go up to the front gates and start trying to get a hold of a diplomat
Right.
anyway.
Well, I
But it
was
was a
thinking
good thought. It was a
like
good
a
thought.
courier.
Yeah,
like a
don't we have a bird who might be able to carry a message?
You could always try.
Lucas?
That's Lucas's call to make.
Yep.
I look at Sherry and said, "Do you want to make that trip?"
Now, is this a familiar or is this a pet?
This is my scouting bird from my
That bird is
merchant
not
days.
capable of doing those kinds of things.
Well,
The bird can do a lot of things. It can help you hunt. It can help you look for a few things, but it is not a messenger bird that can know and recognize faces and deliver messages like that for you.
It's not a firehawk.
It's not a magical creature
Hawky.
that has the intelligence to do that kind of stuff.
With my hacked abilities, I could send Liz in full control and actually talk to her if I was able to get. But I feel like there would be protections.
Let's check out Cold Harbor tomorrow and see
Yeah.
where we're at, and then we can figure on trying to get, because maybe we can clear our own name with a few more clues that we could fit and see what this puzzle is trying to show us.
I have something in my gut is telling me that clearing our name may not be such a simple matter. I feel like perhaps the Watch is in on this somehow. They seem not to be willing to... Well, they seem to want to shoot first and ask questions later.
That's how the Watch is in Mulmaster, by the way. That's not a new thing. Just so we're clear.
Mm-hmm.
The
Right.
Watch here are not... I mean, the Watch here have pockets of excellence here and there, but most of them are considered to be the dregs of people who failed the soldiery.
I think what the Watch is trying to do is trying to pin this murder on us so that they can wrap this up neatly in a bow and kick it aside and be
So-
done with it.
Hey, real quick. So I got these keys, right? You think that this third key to that room that you guys found?
Possibly.
Follow.
It could
So-
be.
So in the list of things from the crime scene, it said that there was a key to the front door, key to the back door, a quote unknown key. Is it possible that they didn't even find that room?
So when I was looking in that wardrobe, it was still locked, so that means nobody had been in there.
Hmm.
And
So
with all
they're-
this other paperwork I found, do you think the watch would have taken it?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Probably
like
would have never
they're
gotten past the watch.
sounds like they're bad at their job. But I'm wondering if that Mel fellow who talked to us, if maybe he was acting with bad information or incomplete information.
Well, that's certainly the case, as he thinks we are wrapped up in a demon cult.
It's after we take care of the demons for him.
I personally don't think he's worried about much of anything anymore.
So try to understand
Fair.
from the watch's perspective.
This is true.
They watched the world go black over by you guys, and the next thing they know, they're seeing the dead body of the wizard slumped over the benches where it was dropped.
Sure.
And the only thing they know is you guys were there, and he had warned you guys might be trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So
It does not look well. It does not look good for us.
it looks
that's
like
for
to
sure.
them you were the murderers.
All right, let's get some sleep, and in the morning we'll head over to Cold Harbor.
Yeah, so the only other thing that's bothering me right now is the attack on Mel and the one on this man in the street. The man in the street was just lifted into the air, but Mel had that darkness dropped on us before he was attacked.
Maybe it can be invisible by daylight.
It's just something
Whoa.
to keep in mind.
Or maybe it's just an invisibility spell.
Yeah, it's clear that it can cast magics of sort. So, darkness and invisibility are certainly within the wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Hey, Overin, wasn't there some little invisible, little nasty thing that tried to bite you?
I, as a player, don't recall.
Oh, in the shop with the elemental things floating around. Wasn't there something?
Yeah, there
Oh,
was a miniature,
I do
miniature
remember
demon
that.
They tried to get him, but that is certainly not something that was large enough to yank somebody into the sky.
Right, but still. Interesting.
Just some things to keep in mind.
I think I'll think better after a rest.
We all need sleep or we're going to be useless.
And with that, you settle in for the night. Do you guys choose to have a person's watch over your stuff? You guys have other people bedded down around you.
Yeah, I think a watch would be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
As people are bedding down, though, I do say, hey, that play and all those cats, it gave me an idea, like just a musical, like theater production, just like a lot of cats. What do you guys think? Do you think that has, like, legs on it?
I think you should go to sleep, Abba.
I'll take the first watch. I'm just, I'm so full of ideas right now.
I think you're
That is a terrible idea.
I think you're positively jellical, and I flip over and go to sleep.
All right, guys. And with that, we're going to pick up next week
Woo!
for the third episode of Dark Days in Mulmaster. Thank you so much for watching tonight. We would like to thank Tabletop Audio for supplying the ambiance and the music for tonight's show. We support them. You should too. I would also like to say thank you to all of you guys for being on the show today. If I could have you guys go around the table real quick, and starting with Vince, and just say who you are and where you can be found on social media. And,
Of course.
Whatever else you want to talk about real quick.
Okay, Reed, thanks for DMing. This was a lot of fun. Just on personal, I feel like we picked up a lot from last session. There's a lot going on, and I'm excited for next week. I'm GM Vin. You can find me on Twitter. I actually just started an Instagram as well to post miniature painting, terrain,
Nice.
things like that. And other than that, as always, unplug the Games Tavern Discord, where I like to hang out and chat all day, all the time. You should join. It's a great time.
Thank you so much, Vince. Alfonso.
Hey, I'm Alfonso. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at _Sundance Sid. Right now, no projects, just a few projects in the work right now. So just keep a lookout.
All right. Matt.
I'm Matt Fellman, and you can find me on the Instagrams and the Twitters here at Matt Fellman. Below on my little name tag here in this area. And I don't have any projects other than this, and always working on the next big project. So,
All right. Unstable Dragon.
Unstable Dragon. You can find me at Unstable Dragon X on Twitter. Not really working on any projects now, but in a couple months I'll be beginning a few Let's Plays on YouTube.
And Laura.
Yep, Laura Perard playing Aaron, the Way of Mercy Monk. You can find me on Twitter at Laura Perard, all one word. On Instagram, Laura _ Perard. And come join us on the Games Tavern Discord. It's a awesome place to be.
And James.
James Kloss, playing fan favorite Appalaba Adden. You can find me at Villas _ Farthuk on Twitter. Come chill with us in the Games Tavern. We have movie nights on Friday. It's a delight.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's true. We do have a great community, and it's all community run too, which has been fantastic. And we're so excited about the awesome community that we've had on the Games Tavern. I'm Reed. You can find me at Warrior Streak on Twitter, at Warrior-Streak on Instagram, and well, I'm always excited to see you guys on the Games Tavern shows. I'm normally on Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction on Thursdays, and well, the occasional short shot, and I play in other streams as requested. So thank you so much for coming out. We're gonna,
also, before we go, thank Roll the Roll for rating us.
Yes, Roll the Roll.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for rating us tonight. Really
Thank you for the
appreciate it.
raid.
As a matter of fact, we're going to pass the love along as we go raid another friend right after
Oh,
this.
who do we got?
Nice.
Take care, everybody.